You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon.
Welcome to Bowie Baysox Baseball. It's time now for the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show.
It's the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show from Prince George's Stadium. We're getting set for the finale of this 6-game series between the Altoona Curve and your Bowie Baysox. So glad you're with us. Matt Sabatas with you from the ballpark in Bowie. It has been a long homestand, and today is going to be the deciding factor in whether it's a split homestand for Bowie or a winning homestand. The Baysox have won 6 games on the set. They've lost 5. They can either win 6 and lose 6 or win 7 and lose 5. It all depends on how today goes. But last night was a bit tough for Bowie, as they could have secured the winning homestand then and extended their winning streak to 4 consecutive games, a term that I have used a handful of times this season. A frustratingly winnable game for the Baysox just did not happen to finish that way. Bowie found themselves trailing 4-0 early, went on to tie the game at 5-5. As soon as the game was tied, however, Altoona instantly pounced when Clayton McGinnis allowed 2 runs in the top of the 7th inning, made it 7-5. Bowie chipped back away at it, got 2 runs, including a game-tying home run by Andrew Dashbach in the bottom of the 8th inning. But after a scoreless 9th from both sides, Bowie ran out of gas. They have done that a handful of times in extra innings this year. They're only 3-9 in extra inning games when you factor in last night's loss, as Jake Prezina allowed 3 runs to score, including 3 consecutive singles, 2 RBI singles, coming with 2 outs. But we did get a run in the bottom of the 10th, but it was too little too late as the Baysox lost 10-8. Of the 5 losses on this homestand, 4 of them have been by 2 or fewer runs, and Bowie has been a historically, don't want to say bad, but not necessarily good team on Sundays this season. They have the lowest winning percentage in the Eastern League, specifically on the last day of the week. So Bowie will try to get something going back in their favor again, but it will be tough as they need a prove-it kind of start from Chase McDermott. We'll open on McDermott in a little bit, but first let's set you up with the numbers ahead of today's game. As Altoona comes in for game number 119 on the season, they're 500 on the year, a 59-59 record overall with a 1-game winning streak. The Curve are 6-4 over their last 10 and 30-32 when playing on the road. The Baysox come in for game number 120 on the season, a 59-60 record on the season. A 1-game losing streak for Bowie. They're also 6-4 over their last 10, 34-28 when playing on the road. Bowie is 32-18 in the second half, while Altoona is 26-23. The Curve are 4th overall in the Southwest Division, 5.5 games out of first place. They're 1.5 games back from third place Akron. Bowie is tied for first with the Erie Seawolves. A win last night for Erie over Harrisburg put them back into the tie, as the two sides are 32-18. As we look at today's starting pitching matchup, it's a rematch of Game 1 between Quinn Priester and Chase McDermott. Priester was Pittsburgh's 2019 first-round selection, and he's been pretty highly touted by the scouts on those prospect reports. But this season, he was off to a slow start, mostly because he had an oblique injury that he suffered at the tail end of spring training, and then didn't really get going for his Double-A career until mid-June. But he's really found his handle, just hasn't gotten run support. That's been the only issue for Priester. A 2.43 ERA, but a 2-3 record. Now, he did get a little bit of run support last time, but part of his issue in Tuesday's game was the defensive support that didn't go his way. Priester tossed 5 1/3, allowed 5 runs, but only 1 of them was earned. He does navigate for efficiency at points. He is starting to finally finish the 5th in over half of his Double-A starts, but it took him a while to get up to this point. He has had, again, that lack of run support with a 2-3 record. Bowie actually beat him at this ballpark with a 2-1 win, while Priester was still able to put together a quality start. His fastball has been noted to lose a bit of velocity since that injury at the start of the season, but it still tops out in the mid-90s and can get up to 97. He's also got a well-graded curveball and brings in a sinker, changeup, and a slider that he added recently that can sit in the upper 80s and fall into the low 90s as well. As we look on to Chase McDermott, it'll be his 3rd Double-A start, an 0-1 record, and a 15.75 ERA. Two appearances for McDermott on this homestand have left a lot to be desired from the right-hander acquired in the trade for Trey Mancini. He has allowed 12 runs, make that 14 runs in just 8 innings, walking 10 batters and allowing 5 home runs. A lot of it has to do with his slider, I think. The curveball, we haven't seen much of it, but the slider has been moving too far out of the zone, leading to easy called balls for opposing batters. And, of course, the 10 walks is what's leading to runners on base and into home runs. So if he can minimize that today, get the slider a little tighter onto that lower outside corner of the zone and get some called strikes on it, because on this second attempt against Altoona, after giving up the home runs on Tuesday, they might be hesitant to go for low and away, expecting that it would be called for ball. This is going to be a very big prove-it kind of start for Chase McDermott today, as he needs to set himself in to this rotation for Bowie, closing up this series and setting themselves up for what's going to be the most important road trip of the season when Bowie hits the road tomorrow to face off against Erie. We've got a lot to discuss here on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. We step aside for now, but when we return, it's Sunday, so you know what that means. We're going to recap the week that was in Baysox baseball, catch you up on any of the highlights you might have missed on what has been an up-and-down week, a tightly contested week between the Baysox and the Altoona Curve. We're back after this. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the DC area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
Well, as the baseball season winds down, that means we've got to get ready for football. Friday, September 9th, it's the Baysox football kickoff night at Prince George's Stadium. Getting ready for the college season and the pro season, the Baysox will be giving away a special Adley Rutschman bobblehead. Remember, Adley played college football before he joined the Orioles. It's a free bobblehead for the first 750 fans ages 13 and up. So be sure to join the Baysox football kickoff night on Friday, September 9th. Get your tickets at baysox.com.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Keeping it going here on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show as we get set for today's series finale between Bowie and Altoona. Big day today for Bowie as they try to make sure they can secure a winning homestand, win their first series since they swept Harrisburg just a little bit over 2 weeks ago. But it's Sunday, so of course that means it's time to recap the week that was in Baysox baseball. So let's walk you through this past week for the series with Altoona and get you some of the key highlights you might have missed. We go back to Tuesday, a long way back on August 23rd. A rematch today between Quinn Priester and Chase McDermott, but on Tuesday, it was all Altoona jumping on McDermott early. As the 0-2 pitch is swung on and belted out toward deep left center field, Kowser's running back, and this one's gone. 3-run home run for Malcolm Nunez, his third of the season, and Altoona jumps out to the 3-0 lead. They were not done there, though, because in the third inning against McDermott, Endy Rodriguez, coming in with a hot start just in his first couple of weeks of Double-A, continued it and showed Bowie why he's getting some eyes.
As now the 3-1. Swinging a high fly ball, well hit to center. Back on it, Kowser still back, and it's out of here off the batter's eye. Nearly directly over the 405 sign in straightaway center.
So Altoona would take a 7-5 game. Those 5 runs early against McDermott, very critical. He would eventually allow 6 in just 4 1/3 innings. So Bowie losing 2 consecutive games following the 13-3 loss a week ago today against Somerset. But they had a little bit of momentum going against them in the first inning, while fortunately Nick Gonzalez was thrown out at the plate on a single to right field by Blake Sable. Bowie was able to take advantage of it in the bottom of the first inning when Connor Norby stepped up and belted a double. He fires the 1-0 pitch, and Norby cracks it deep to center field. Sanchez has his back to the infield, and it slices the other way to bounce off of the warning track. Gauser scores from second, and Norby replaces him at second. An RBI double for Connor Norby, and Bowie leads 1-0 in the first. That was the 26th RBI of the season for Norby, and it gave the Baysox an early edge. In the bottom of the second, Kobe Mayo would really take that lead to another level. First pitch. Mayo drills it deep out to left field. Alvarez running. He's looking. There it goes. Kobe Mayo says goodbye. His second Double-A home run is a 2-run blast here in the second. Bowie leads 3-0. So the Baysox would eventually go on to win 7-5, the exact same score that they lost the previous night. But that brings us on to Thursday, and boy, oh boy, would that have been a good day to get out to the outfield, maybe hide into the grass in the trees and pull out your glove to catch a couple of home runs, because it started quickly with Connor Norby. Now the 0-2 pitch to Norby, and he belts it out toward right center field. This one going a long way. Frazier's at the warning track. He's at the wall, and it's gone. Connor Norby says goodbye. His 10th Double-A home run is a 2-run shot in the first. 2 batters in, 2-0 Bowie. So the Baysox would have that early 2-0 edge, but after they did add on a couple of more runs over the first 3 innings, Cade Povich was unable to hold a 5-run lead. He allowed a 3-run home run to Aaron Shackelford and then a 2-run blast to Andy Rodriguez, but Cody Roberts got a 2-run home run of his own to put Bowie back ahead in the 6th inning, and then in the 6th again, Connor Norby wasn't done.
Norby, Ortiz, and Prieto batting. There's a lifted fly, well hit right center. On the run back, Frazier still going, looking up, and Norby, has he done it again?
He did. Connor Norby with his 2nd home run of the game, his 11th of the season rather. We'll talk about his 12th in a second. Helped Bowie push ahead to an 11-8 win, gave Povich his 1st win at the Double-A level. On to Friday night here at Prince George's Stadium, and much like Thursday night, it started early with a Connor Norby blast. The 1-0 pitch. And Norby belts it out to deep left field. This one sends Alvarez jogging, but I think he's got no chance. Norby's done it again. Connor Norby says goodbye. You can't stop him. You can't even hope to contain him. It's his 12th this season and his 3rd in his last 4 at-bats. Bowie leads 1-0. So the Baysox early lead was eventually tied in the 4th inning when Malcolm Nunez hit a solo home run off of Justin Armbruster. But that would be the only person Armbruster actually gave up a base hit to. Nunez went 2 for 2 against Armbruster, and there were only 2 other base runners, walks, through 5 2/3 innings. A strong start from Armbruster. Unfortunately, in the bottom of the 6th, Bowie was able to at least break ahead while Armbruster wasn't in line for the win. The Baysox still got at least a little bit of help, again, from Connor Norby. Bowie's only today. First pitch, and he punches it to the right side between the legs of Gauser and into right center field for a base hit. He's going first to third. The throw from right field goes wild. Gauser's headed home. The throw from third to home is high. He slides and he's safe. Bowie leads 2-1. An incredible single and error that Norby put into play to give Bowie the 2-1 edge. They would add on a couple more insurance runs, but it wasn't necessary as the Bowie bullpen held the line for a 4-1 Baysox win, their 3rd consecutive win, and set them up with a chance to win the series last night. As we move to Saturday evening, Altoona took the early lead against Garrett Stallings. The 1-1. Late swing, and he pokes it out toward left center field. This one going out. Norby running back. He looks up, and it's gone. Just hung up long enough. Blake Sable hits his 14th home run of the season, a 2-run blast, and Altoona takes the 2-0 lead. Altoona would eventually jump that lead up to 4-0 thanks to a couple more runs in the 2nd inning. But Bowie would start to climb back. 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th. Altoona added on an additional insurance run to make it 5-3. But 2 runs in the 6th made it 5-5. Looked like Bowie might have been able to do something. But Clayton McGinnis instantly allowed that 5-5 tie to be back in hands of Altoona. He gave up a solo home run to Andy Rodriguez and 3 consecutive base runners with 2 outs in the 7th inning for an additional run, made it 7-5. In the bottom of the 7th, Bowie got one of those runs back on a wild pitch. In the bottom of the 8th, Andrew Dashbach got Bowie right back in it. The 1-0 pitch. And Dashbach lifts it high and deep out toward the right field corner. Scott running at it up the line to the wall. It's gone! Andrew Dashbach says goodbye! A game-tying solo home run here in the 8th. And it's 7-7. So twice the Baysox were able to tie the game, but they stranded 9 runners on base, including 6 in scoring position. And as the game went to the 10th, Bowie ran out of gas. Altoona attacked. Lefty fires the 0-1. Line drive, right field. Rhodes running down. He has to play it on a hop. This will score a run. We got a throw coming home, but it's late. 9-7 Altoona. Curve would eventually put on 3 runs in the top of the 10th inning as Bowie was handed the 10-8 loss. Their extra inning record is only 3-9 this season. But so far, it's still a 3-win and 2-loss week for the Baysox with an opportunity to hopefully make it 4 wins and 2 losses. Again, one final time on this 12-game homestand coming your way in just a little bit. We're going to wrap things up soon here on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. So we'll take one more break. When we come back, get you some lineups, a look around the Eastern League, see what else we got before we get first pitch and all the play-by-play. We're back after this. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Are you interested in beginning or expanding on a career in the pipe fitting, pipe welding, or HVAC service industry? Are you interested in a career path that will set you up for life without experiencing any college debt? If you are interested in these things and you live in the D.C. area, the Steamfitters UA Local 602 Apprenticeship Program is the best choice for you. For more information about our apprenticeship program and how to apply, please visit steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
Well, we're getting ready for baseball here on this Sunday afternoon. It's a beautiful day. Still time to come on out and enjoy it with us here at Prince George's Stadium. My name is Adam Pohl. Of course, joined here by Matt Sabatis, the Baysox. Here coming into today, it's a big ball game. Bowie's lost yesterday, along with Erie's come from behind win, have even the 2 in the Southwest Division, and as Matt spoke to, the biggest week of the year is upcoming. Bowie will be off tomorrow night, but they'll start a 6-game series in what is their third to last week-long series of the year, and they will start it in Erie, Pennsylvania on Tuesday night. They would love to go to Erie with a 1-game lead. Now, Akron is not out of the running either. Akron is 4 back. Bowie will play their final week of the season in Akron. And you can also say that this Altoona team kept their playoff hopes alive with their dramatic win last night. The Curve are 5.5 games back. There are 19 games to play. Today, it is a big day in the Northeast Division as well. Portland is 29-21. Somerset's a half game back, but Somerset won the first half. So it's Hartford 3.5 back that posed really the closest run towards Portland, and they are playing tonight. They played a big doubleheader yesterday, and they split the double dip. Hartford won the opener 2-1. And what a big win it was for Portland to get game 2 of the doubleheader. Also a 2-1 final last night. So they are going 1 o'clock start time. Hartford, the visitor, there at Hadlock Field in Portland, Maine. And that's going to be a big, big ball game. If Portland wins today, once again, they would build a 4.5 game lead with only 18 games left. So the Baysox are in their alternate orange tops. They've taken to the field. We're going to take our final break as we get ready for baseball. Matt's back with you with starting lineups and first pitch right after this on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to baysox.com.
It's time for Bowie Baysox Baseball. The Baysox are the AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. Coverage of the 2022 Bowie Baysox season is brought to you by Chesapeake Employers Insurance, DCA Imaging Systems, On the Green, Patient First, Royal Farms, Smile Doctors, and ZY Pyrotechnics. And now, live from the ballpark, it's time for Bowie Baysox Baseball.
We're ready to go from Prince George's Stadium. It's Game 6, the finale of this 6-game series between the Altoona Curve and your Bowie Baysox. So glad you're with us. Matt Sabatis with you from the ballpark in Bowie. And as Chase McDermott warms on the mound for the Baysox, the starting lineup for the Altoona Curve that he'll face looks like this. Leading off at third base, you've got Jared Triolo, followed by Nick Gonzalez at second base, batting second. Andy Rodriguez is the catcher, batting third. Blake Sable, the DH, bats fourth. Malcolm Nunez at first base, bats fifth. Aaron Shackelford in right field, sixth. Leo Peguero is the shortstop, batting seventh. Connor Scott in center field, eighth. And Matt Frazier is the left fielder, batting ninth. Altoona is the AA affiliate of the Pittsburgh Pirates. They're managed by Kyron Madison, assisted by Drew Bennis, John Nunley, Blake Butler, Jonathan Prieto, and Victor Silva is the athletic trainer. Altoona is 59-59 on the season and 26-23 in the second half. And again, their starting lineup features Jared Triolo, Nick Gonzalez, and Andy Rodriguez, Blake Sable, Malcolm Nunez, and Aaron Shackelford, Leo Peguero, Connor Scott, and Matt Frazier, all to face off against Chase McDermott on the mound. Prince George's Stadium here in Bowie is 309 feet down the line to both left and right field, 405 feet to straightaway center. Small bit of wind pushing a bit out toward left center at this point as Jared Triolo digs in. Right-hander is hitting .281 with a .790 OPS in 111 games this year. 20 doubles, 5 triples, 9 homers, 39 runs batted in. As Chase McDermott from the back of the mound leans over, crosses into the dirt a little bit and now foots the rubber. He's ready to go, winds and fires the first pitch. It's a slider, called for strike in the upper inside corner. And we're underway at 1:08 p.m. on an 84-degree, partly cloudy, more so sunny day here in Bowie, Maryland. The next pitch also a slider, misses outside, and it's a ball and a strike here on Triolo. Bowie had multiple chances to push ahead in their game last night as the 1-1 pitch. And this is inside, nearly clipped the fingers there of Triolo on a fastball at 95, 2-1. Altoona led 4-0. Bowie tied the game at 5. They trailed 7-5 and then tied it again at 7. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Slider down and away, and it's 2-2. Eventually, when the game reached extra innings, though, Altoona used 4 singles to score 3 runs, and Bowie lost 10-8. The 2-2 here is swung on and lifted out toward deep center field. Haskin backing up on it. Still backing to the warning track, but he's got his back to the wall the entire time. He makes the catch, and there's one away. Tell you about the rest of the defense from Bowie. From left to right in the outfield, you've got Toby Welk, then Haskin and Adam Hall. Cesar Prieto is at third base. Joey Ortiz is the shortstop. Connor Norby is at second, Andrew Dashbach is at first, and Cody Roberts is the catcher behind the plate for Chase McDermott on the mound. As Nick Gonzalez digs in, right-hander is hitting .246 with a .753 OPS in 54 games. First pitch home, and he pops it foul. Handle of the bat, it goes behind the screen, nothing in one to start. 11 doubles and no triples for Gonzalez, 5 home runs, 20 runs batted in. Decent-sized gap up the middle, shortstop playing deep in the hole with his ankles on the grass. The 0-1, bounce to third but foul, run it to 0-2. Chase McDermott, a 6'3", 197-pound, 24-year-old right-hander from Anderson, Indiana. Traded over from Houston at this most recent deadline. He was a part of that 3-team deal that was headlined by Trey Mancini. Here's the 0-2 pitch, way high, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. In just 2 starts with Bowie, McDermott has thrown only 8 innings. He has allowed already 14 runs all earned on 9 hits. Next pitch here is a slow chopper over towards second, scoop between the legs by Connor Norby, and he sends it to first in time, a 4-3 putout for quickly 2 gone. Umpiring crew in today's game sees Evan Johnson at third base, Michael Snover is the crew chief, he's at first, and Ray Valero is calling the balls and strikes behind home plate. As Zendy Rodriguez digs in, switch hitting catcher has a .345 average this year and an .1156 OPS in just 14 games, 6 doubles, no triples, 5 home runs, including 3 this series. First pitch here is popped up. Headed out to center field. Haskins still backing up on it with his back to the wall again. He reads and receives it. 3 up, 3 down inning for Chase McDermott. 2 flyouts and a ground out on just 10 pitches. Bottom of the first coming up here in Bowie. Altoona nothing. Baysox set to bat. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
When your commercial plumbing project calls for a job done safely and on time, then your job calls for the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Local 5 will always deliver the most skilled and well-trained plumbing craftsmen in the DMV. If you're a contractor who needs safe jobs done well, you need the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Start your partnership with them today. Visit local5plumbers.org. That's local5plumbers.org.
At Luminous Health, we want you to feel your best. This summer, take the time to catch up on your annual health screenings. Visit us at our Anne Arundel Medical Center, Doctors Community Medical Center, or one of our primary care offices in your neighborhood. At Luminous Health, you are the MVP. Learn more at luminoushealth.org.
Chase McDermott spins a perfect first inning for the Bowie Baysox, and now the Baysox offense will try to back him up a little bit, see if they can get on the board. As Quinn Priester warms on the mound for the Altoona Curve, the starting lineup for the Baysox that he'll face looks like this. Leading off, it's the designated hitter, Colton Cowser. Connor Norby is at second base, batting second. Joey Ortiz, the shortstop, bats third. Hudson Haskin in center field, fourth. Cesar Prieto at third base, bats fifth. Adam Hall in right field, bats sixth. Cody Roberts is the catcher, batting seventh. Toby Welkin left field, eighth. And Andrew Dashbach is at first base, batting ninth. The Baysox are the AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. They're managed by Kyle Moore, assisted by Brandon Becker, Josh Conway, Tim DeJohn, Billy Facto, and Chandler Geller. Calvin Christensen is the video coordinator. Lindsey Birchfield and Blake Wooten are the athletic trainers. Bowie is 59-60 on the season, a 1-game losing streak, but 32-18 in the second half. That's tied for the best record in the Eastern League this half. Again, the Bowie lineup features Cowser, Norby, Ortiz, Haskin, Prieto, Hall, Roberts, Welk, Dashbach, all to face off against Quinn Priester on the mound. As Cowser approaches the box, left-hander is hitting .343 this season with a .1028 OPS in 48 games played, 10 doubles, no triples, 9 home runs, and 31 runs batted in. First pitch into Cowser, and he watches it for a called strike. Thought about it, but the fastball hits the outside edge anyway, 0-1 to start. Cowser went hitless yesterday, losing out on an extension of his 6-game hit streak. The 0-1 pitch is fouled off here to the left side. Run it to 0-2. As Bowie saw their 3-game win streak come to a close, a 10-8 loss in 10 innings, Bowie has a 3-9 record in extra inning games this season. The 0-2, and Cowser punches it foul. On to the first base side as the count stays. The Baysox have not been necessarily the biggest players in the Eastern League this season after the 7th and 8th innings. The 0-2 to Cowser. Check swing under the knees. Breaking ball from Priester, runs it to a ball and 2 strikes. The Baysox have the fewest runs scored in the Eastern League this season in the 9th inning. and the lowest batting average in the 9th inning. Here's the 1-2. Cowser watches outside. Fastball at 96 from Priester. Runs it to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bowie has only scored 26 runs all season in the 9th inning. And, of course, they don't always play the 9th inning. As the 2-2 pitch misses down, and the count fills on Cowser to open the inning. Anytime that they're winning going into the 9th inning, they don't have to play the bottom of the 9th. But they've still got the fewest runs scored and the lowest batting average in the league. Those are very notable. Priester has opponents 6 for 18 on full counts this season. 11 walks, 9 strikeouts. The 3-2 is up and away for ball 4. So Cowser, after falling behind early, no balls and 2 strikes, runs it ahead and draws the walk. Bowie has the game's first base runner, and now Connor Norby will bat to try and drive him in. It's a .291 average for Norby, a .924 OPS in 47 games played, 11 doubles and a triple, 12 home runs, 33 runs batted in. As Priester sets and fires the first pitch in. Norby takes a hack at it, gets a piece on a low fastball, but it bounces off of the catcher and rolls away slightly. It's 0-1 to start. Norby also saw a hitting streak come to a close last night as Altoona had a good run against the top of the Bowie lineup, silencing them after those top 3 just ran rampant for 3 straight games. Priester holds. Finally, the 0-1 pitch. Slider misses down and away. It was a big secondary lead from Colton Cowser at first base, but he didn't go anywhere. Runner at first, no one out here in the bottom of the first, a scoreless game as Bowie is trying to win the series. They've taken 3 of the 5 so far this week. And now the 1-1. Norby pulls back on an inside fastball at 96, 2 balls and a strike. If Bowie can win the series, it would be their first series win since they swept Harrisburg closer to the start of this month. It was back on their 2-week road trip as they're closing up a 2-week home stand. Now the 2-1 to Norby. Swing and a miss. Fastball still inside, but that one only at 94. Count runs even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bowie was plagued by many of their same problems yesterday as they've seen all season. Runners left on base. 9 stranded over the course of the day, including 6 in scoring position. The 2-2 pitch. Norby takes a late swing and a low curveball for strike 3. Priester logs his first strikeout. Let's tell you about the rest of the defense around him. From left to right in the outfield, you've got Matt Frazier, Connor Scott, and Aaron Shackelford. Jared Triolo is at third base. Liover Peguero is the shortstop. Nick Gonzalez at second. Malcolm Nunez at first. And Andy Rodriguez is catching behind the plate for Quinn Priester on the mound. As Joey Ortiz digs in, .269 average, a .793 OPS in 110 games, 27 doubles and 4 triples, 15 homers, 70 runs batted in, 7-0. First pitch in, and Ortiz watches a called strike. Changeup hits the outside edge. Quinn Priester, 6'3", 210-pound, 21-year-old right-hander from Cary, Illinois. First-round draft selection in 2019 by the Pirates out of high school. Right-hander sets out of the stretch first base side. Fires in the 0-1, and Cowser takes off. It's down and away for a ball. The throw to second is in time. Cowser's thrown out. 2-4 caught stealing. 4 attempts. Cowser's been nailed twice now. Rodriguez has had 13 attempts against him, and he's caught 5 total runners. Count evens at 1 on Ortiz, but instead of runner at first, 1 out, it's nobody on 2 outs. And as so often happens with Bowie, the most likely team in the league to get a leadoff runner and the most likely team in the league to not get anything out of it. As Ortiz floats one to center field, Scott makes the catch. Bowie goes down. Basically in order. Second inning coming up. We're scoreless in Bowie. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
If you own or operate a building or facility or if you're a general contractor that is located or operates in the D.C. area, there is no doubt that it is important for you to have the best trained and most qualified people working for you. Members of Steamfitters UA Local 602 provide the highest level of HVAC, mechanical, and specialty piping services to the various customers we serve. For more information about the services we provide and for a list of companies you can hire, please visit steamfitters-602.org.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
On to the second inning here in Bowie, as each side only sent the minimum to the plate in the first. Bowie did get a leadoff walk, but runner caught stealing took away the opportunity. It was a perfect first inning for Chase McDermott, and you hope to see that continue here. He needed just 10 pitches to set down the side in order in the first with 2 flyouts and a ground out. 4, 5, and 6 will bat for Altoona in this frame, starting with Blake Sable, the left-hander, then Malcolm Nunez, a righty, Aaron Shackelford, a lefty. Mild shift on for Sable as the first pitch comes in, and it's in there for a called strike. Curveball hit the upper outside corner, 0-1. 282 average with an 837 OPS in 97 games for Sable this year. 23 doubles and 5 triples. The 0-1 pitch, way up and away, a fastball, runs it even at 1. 14 home runs for Sable, 60 runs batted in. He's riding hits in 10 consecutive games. Here's the next pitch from McDermott, and it's inside. Fastball misses. 2 balls and 1 strike. Holding out of the windup, he shakes off one. McDermott turns and fires the 2-1. It's swung on and fouled off of the catcher. And it runs the count even at 2. Well, the way that these 6-game series have played out for the last 2 seasons have always made it potentially difficult for the Tuesday-Sunday starter, as the 2-2 is punched foul up the third base line on an inside-out swing. Count stays even at 2, because always when a pitcher faces off against one team on Tuesday, they might run into trouble facing off against them on Sunday, because that team had already seen the pitcher probably 3 times through the order less than a week ago. They're ready. The 2-2 here is swung on and missed for strike 3. Fastball up and away from McDermott, his first strikeout of the day. 4 in a row retired to start his night. But the hope today is going to be that the reverse is true for McDermott, considering he got beat up on Tuesday. He allowed a 3-run home run in the first inning of that 7-5 loss. Pitched a scoreless second around an error, but then gave up a 2-run home run in the third inning. Here's Malcolm Nunez, first pitch, and the right-hander watches up and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Nunez has a 277 average and a 915 OPS, 13 games played. The next offering is bounced over towards short. Charging and gloving, Joey Ortiz fires to first a tad wide, but Dashbach was able to stretch out for it. 6-3 putout. 5 in a row set down by McDermott. And he's already gotten through the hard part that gave him trouble in the first. Malcolm Nunez was the batter to hit the 3-run home run back in the first inning on Tuesday. And now here's Aaron Shackelford. 250 average for the lefty, 854 OPS in 95 games. 21 doubles and a triple, 24 home runs, 70 runs batted in. First pitch, swing and a miss. High fastball, and it's 0-1 to start. We're scoreless here in the top of the second, as Bowie is trying to get back onto a winning column. The 0-1 pitch misses outside, and the count goes even at a ball and a strike. Here's the next. Swing and a miss high. A ball and 2 strikes now on Shackelford. He's got 3 home runs against the Baysox this season, but he is striking out at a little bit of a higher clip. He's been very patient at some of his pitches. So they've got a decent-sized shift on for him. The 1-2. Check swing. It goes high, and the count goes even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outfield a bit on the pull side as well. Now the 2-2. Swinging a line drive to second. Diving grab by Connor Norby. Leaned out to pull it away, steals a base hit from Shackelford, and ends the inning. Bottom of the second coming up. 6 in a row retired by McDermott to start the day. We're scoreless. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service, and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Bottom of the second inning here at Prince George's Stadium, as we've got a scoreless contest so far. 2 perfect frames from Chase McDermott out of the gate. Bowie went down quietly with a walk and a caught stealing in the first. Here in the bottom of the second, Hudson Haskin will lead off as Quinn Priester continues on the mound for Altoona. First pitch. Haskin watches a low-called strike. Fastball at 94, it's 0-1. After Haskin, Cesar Prieto and Adam Hall will bat. 271 average and an 833 OPS for Haskin this year as the next pitch is checked on down and away. He held up on a slider, and it runs the count even at 1. 94 games for Haskin, 21 doubles, 3 triples, 13 home runs, and 49 runs batted in. As Priester turns and fires the next, Haskin belts it on a line to left center field, sends Scott running a long way. He's at the wall, and it's off the warning track. Bounces over the wall, and Haskin will stop at second with an automatic double. 22nd of the season for Hudson, and it opens the inning for Bowie with a runner on base. A saying that comes pretty darn often this season for Bowie. They just need to drive him in. As Cesar Prieto will step up, trying to do just that. 272 average for Prieto, 680 OPS, 75 games played. That was a low fastball that Haskin just got well enough underneath and drilled out to left center. 20 doubles and no triples for Prieto, 3 homers, 31 runs in. First pitch. He watches a nice curveball for called strike, hit on the outside edge. I think that's the first pitch curve we've seen from Priester. He's had all 5 batters face now on a first pitch strike. As the right-hander sets. Holds for some time, finally fires. The 0-1 is popped foul left side out of play, 0-2. Priester is 2-3 on the season with a 2.43 ERA. He's been lacking some run support. 11 games, 11 starts, 55 2/3 innings with 55 strikeouts, 16 walks. He's allowed 3 home runs, and opponents are hitting him at a 239 average. Looks back Haskin and sends the 0-2 to Prieto. Swinging a bouncer foul, first base side. You just hear the bluntness on the bottom edge of the bat there as the count stays at 0-2. Priester is making his second consecutive appearance against Bowie. After tossing on Tuesday, he gave up 5 runs in 5 1/3, but only 1 of them was earned. Bowie made the most out of the errors that they were gifted. And time is called by the catcher as Priester hadn't fully come set yet with the clock ticking down. Runner at second, no one out here in the bottom of the second, a scoreless game. With a shift on for the lefty Prieto. Another 0-2, and Prieto gets a piece onto home plate. Having a conversation with a scout the other day, and he said, While the placement of the balls in play for Prieto hasn't been the best lately, hasn't shown too much in this series, his ability to work the bat all around the zone is still one of the best on the team, and the numbers back that up. Only 44 strikeouts in 75 games. Another 0-2 pitch, way up. A ball and 2 strikes now. Priester had that oblique injury that he suffered at the start of spring training. Sidelined him until the start of June when he made 2 rehab appearances, one in the Florida State League and then one in the South Atlantic League. Then finally joined Altoona for his AA debut in June 19th. Fired 3 scoreless innings against Erie. Another pitch to Prieto is swung on and missed in the dirt for strike 3. Curveball well down and away. Priester really didn't give him anything above the knees after running the count to 0-2. That's his second strikeout, first out here in the second inning. And now Adam Hall will bat. Priester had an opportunity to play at TCU. He had committed there, but after being selected in the first round, the 18th overall pick by Pittsburgh, how could he turn down that money? Adam Hall is in, a .260 average and a .698 OPS. First pitch to the right-hander is checked on, a curveball called for strike anyway. Lower inside corner, it's 0-1. 48 games played for Hall, 11 doubles, no triples, 1 homer, 13 runs batted in. Priester sets. He goes from a hard lean to uprighting himself fully. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed inside. Fastball at 95, and it's 0-2. Leadoff double, still milling around out there. The wind comes in at a very light clip from left center field. Just kind of wraps the flag around its pole right now. It doesn't come in too hard. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Change up in the dirt. Hall goes down on 3 pitches, and after the leadoff double, back-to-back strikeouts. Now Cody Roberts to try and get something.
Number 15, Cody Roberts.
.247 average for Roberts, a .727 OPS in 67 games. 13 doubles and no triples, 7 home runs, 37 runs batted in. Infield playing him straight up. Right-hander on right-hander. Priester looks back Haskin and fires the first. Roberts watches down and away. That is the first pitch ball from Priester today. Fastball at 96 to Roberts, and it's 1-0 to start. Well, Priester holds that ball already in hand before coming set. He drops it below the knee before bringing ball to glove at the waist. Looks back Haskin once, and now the 1-0 pitch. Roberts rips it up the third base line. Diving grab by Jared Triolo. He tries to send the grounder to first, but it's late and it gets by. Haskin will come home to score. A single and an error to give Bowie the 1-0 advantage. That was a run-saving dive by Jared Triolo, but he gave Bowie the run with the throw. 1-0 Baysox. An excellent play in the hot corner by Triolo. You can't take that away from him, but he's still charged with his 7th error of the season in 85 games played at third. So the inning continues as the Baysox don't squander the leadoff double, and now Toby Welk will bat. First pitch, misses up and in, and the count starts out at 1-0. .217 average for Welk, a .626 OPS in 25 games, 4 doubles and no triples, 3 home runs, 13 runs batted in. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and Welk pokes it up the middle, deep in the hole, backhanded at second. They have to go to first, and it's in time. Gonzalez gets it to Nunez to end the inning, but Bowie, thanks to an error, gets something out of that leadoff double. Hudson Haskin comes around to score on a bad throw by Jared Triolo. And as we go to the third, Bowie leads 1-0. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Get your gear and memorabilia from your favorite Baysox players and future stars of the Baltimore Orioles at the Tackle Box Team Store. Jerseys, hats, autographed bats and balls, all at great prices. Located right at the main gate at Prince George's Stadium and online at BaysoxShop.com, the Tackle Box is the only place to get the best Baysox gear for you and your favorite fan. It's the Tackle Box at Prince George's Stadium and at BaysoxShop.com.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
On to the third inning here at Prince George's Stadium. 1-0 Bowie. Chase McDermott, 6 up, 6 down. See if he can keep it going as we hand it off to Adam.
Well, thank you so much, Matt. So here is Leover Peguero, the right-handed hitting shortstop, and the pitch. And it's well down and away. And within the count, 1 ball and no strikes. McDermott threw just 23 pitches, 15 of them strikes. In the first 2 innings, there's a liner now to left, Welk in, and he makes a head-high catch. And there's 1 retired. Yeah, I'll tell you, there is, right now, McDermott, he really hasn't had the best fastball command, but his off-speed repertoire, whether it be the slider or that big curveball, it's been outstanding today. And here is last night's hero, Connor Scott, in from the left side. McDermott's into the wide. Here's the pitch. And a fastball gets a swing and a miss. That was 93 miles an hour at the top of the zone. And Scott cuts through it. And the count 0-1. Here's the next one. And another high heater. This time taken ball 1. Boy, Bowie was down all night last night. And then in a tie game in the 9th, Hudson Haskin hit a deep ball down the line and right. As Scott reaches and rolls one over, slowly hit to the ground right side. Norby's up with it. He throws him out, and just like that, 2 men down. 8 up, 8 down for McDermott. And now Matt Frazier, who's hitless in 8 trips in this series, will stand in. Though Scott made an incredible leaping catch at the wall to keep the game alive, stealing a walk-off homer. Has a good fastball strike, and the count 0-1. I think it's the best catch I've ever seen in this ballpark. As the 0-1 coming. And it's off the outside, a changeup. In that, it saved the game. And his arm was well over the wall. It almost looked like Mike Devereaux at Camden Yards in 1992. So fastball misses in. And it's 2-1 here to Frazier. If you remember that one, Oriole fans. As here's the wind of the pitch from McDermott. And a swing and a fly ball well hit to left. But playable for Welk, backpedaling a bit. And he'll make the catch. And Chase McDermott, who has had 2 tough starts to open his Double-A career with an outstanding start today. 9 faced, 9 retired. On to the bottom of the 3rd, the Baysox leading 1-0 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
Well, as the baseball season winds down, that means we've got to get ready for football. Friday, September 9th, it's the Baysox football kickoff night at Prince George's Stadium. Getting ready for the college season and the pro season, the Baysox will be giving away a special Adley Rutschman bobblehead. Remember, Adley played college football before he joined the Orioles. It's a free bobblehead for the first 750 fans ages 13 and up. So be sure to join the Baysox football kickoff night on Friday, September 9th. Get your tickets at Baysox.com.
So we head now to the bottom of the third inning. Bowie's got a 1-0 lead. Hudson Haskin doubled to lead off the second and then later scored. As here's Andrew Dashbach to lead things off here. Right-handed hitter. Priester delivers, and a swing and a ground ball, base hit right up the middle. That was a fastball right down the middle. And Dashbach, who hit the game-tying home run last night in the 8th inning, a dramatic fly down the line and right. First pitch swinging is on. And now the top of the order can go to work here. Here's Colton Kauser. Kauser is 9 for 19 with 6 runs scored in this series. In the first 5 games of it, he's been outstanding. As Priester's ready. And the right-hander now throws. And a check swing on a cutting pitch down. Kauser did not go, and they count 1 ball and no strikes. One of the new stats in baseball in analytical terms is called BABIP, which means your batting average on balls in play. Kauser's got an incredible average as he takes a strike with a good fastball on the outside corner just above the knees. Kauser, who's hitting .343 in Bowie, has got a .450 BABIP. Can you believe that? 45% of the balls he puts in play are hits as he lines one foul to the screen off of a fastball at the top of the zone. And the count is now 1-2. Now, I looked at what are the Baltimore Orioles in the major leagues as a team. Their BABIP is .286. The Colorado Rockies have the best in baseball, around .310. 1-2 coming. Breaking ball, check swing, and he went too far, but it's off the glove of Rodriguez, and up to second, Dashbach. So Kauser down on strikes. That is a strikeout swinging, and it's going to be a wild pitch that moves Dashbach to second. And there's one down. Now Kauser, the strikeouts are a little bit elevated when he walks a ton, and when he hits the ball fair, half the time it's a hit. As here's Cutter Norby. 1-on-1 down, 1-0 Bowie in the third. Dashbach off second, the pitch, and a big curveball strike on the inside, and the count 0-1. Norby's collegiate coach, Cliff Godwin, said that Connor was the best right-handed hitter he had ever coached. And he is showing to be some kind of elite talent here in his time in Double-A. The 0-1 to Norby. And a fastball misses off the outside. Count 1-1. That's really saying something. ECU is an outstanding baseball program. It's the best sport East Carolina brings to the table. And Norby, who I believe is from Kernersville, North Carolina, is at the top of the list. Dashbach's running, swing and a miss, throw to third, and he's safe. Oh, they completely caught Altoona by surprise. The third baseman, Triolo, was very late in covering. It was a good throw there by Rodriguez, but Triolo wasn't there to put a tag on him. How about that? It's the second steal of the year for Dashbach. Altoona brings the infield halfway in now, and the 1-2, and a tapper foul behind the plate. Dashbach gets second on the wild pitch, but he made a great break to get into second. He didn't hesitate at all. And now a big steal, and with only one down, you don't need a hit to bring him home. The 1-2 pitch, and a wave and a miss on a pitch well off the outside. It really fooled Norby at 87 miles an hour. And a rare RBI opportunity loss for Connor, as that's out number 2. Norby has 15 runs driven in his last 9 games entering today. Now here's Joey Ortiz, flied out to center his first time up. He's got 70 RBIs on the year. So many of them as of late as well. Priester throws, and a fastball missing up high, ball 1. Ortiz had 19 RBIs in an outstanding July, in which he was the Orioles minor league player of the month. Well, guess what? He's got 22 in August. As now the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a ball driven towards the alley in right center. It's down. Dashbach scores. Ortiz for second, a throw, a slide, and he's in there safely. It's a 2-out RBI double, and the Baysox have a 2-0 lead. What a great piece of hitting. Ortiz driving it the other way to right center. Shackelford, the right fielder today, cut it off ably, but the throw was not in time. Dashbach scores, and here is Hudson Haskett. Now the Baysox in a big ball game today. Of course, they're all big. Down the stretch here, tied for first with only 19 games to play. The pitch here to Haskett. Priester sets and throws, and a breaking ball gets a wave and a miss. Haskett chased as that curveball bent down into the dirt. Remaining on Bowie's schedule, 6 at Erie, the team they're tied with. 6 at home with Richmond, who they are hoping to play in the postseason. And then 6 on the road in Akron, a red-hot team. The reigning champs, only 4 games back of both Bowie and Erie. It won't be easy. Pitch and a breaking ball, strike on the inside, and the count 0-2. The Baysox have played in the championship series in each of the last 2 campaigns contested. In 21 and 19, they fell short in both. But whoever wins this half of the Southwest, they're going to be the favorite in the short 3-game series divisional round. As a breaking ball, slow roller, past the mound, tough play. Piguero bare hands, no play to make. It's an infield single for Haskett. Ortiz up to third, and the Baysox have runners in the corners with 2 down. Boy, Haskett was completely fooled by that. Priester could not get to it. That was 32 miles an hour off of the bat. Just a little dribbling squibber past the third base side of the mound. And here is Cesar Prieto. Again, they're at the corners, 2 down. As Prieto stands in, 5 for 23 now in the series with 2 doubles. Here's the pitch. Swing and a lifted foul out of play left side. A fastball at 94 away at the bottom of the zone. It would have been a strike. Now, can the Baysox reach the postseason in the finals for a 3rd consecutive contested campaign? The 0-1. Breaking ball, cut out and missed. Over the top, Prieto. It's 0-2. It is well within the realm of possibility. Bowie lost to Trenton, which is now Somerset in this league in the 2019 finals, and they were swept by Akron last year. The 0-2 coming to Prieto. Here it is, and it's down and away as Priester took a little bit off there. Ball 1. Prieto last night eclipsed the 400 at-bat plateau in his first year. Runner goes from first, swing and a miss, though on a breaking ball, bending down into the dirt. The catcher Rodriguez picks it up, and he tags out Prieto, and with it the inning is over. But the RBI double off the bat of Joey Ortiz with 2 down has given Bowie another run. And we head to the fourth. The Baysox leading 2-0 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
The best way to take in a Baysox game is with a group outing at Prince George's Stadium. Everything from entertaining clients to birthday parties and even fundraising opportunities for your team, the Baysox offer plenty of options for your group at unbeatable rates, with plenty of options on suites, seats, and decks around the ballpark. Your group can eat their fill and have an unforgettable time. Find out more and schedule your group outing by calling 301-464-4880 or going to Baysox.com.
Wow, 2-0 Bowie leading, and Chase McDermott now. Let's see what he does his second time through the order as he set Altoona down. 9 up, 9 down the first time through, throwing just 32 pitches. As here's Jared Triolo and the pitch. And a breaking ball veering down low, ball 1. McDermott had allowed 14 runs in only 8 innings in his first 2 starts. He throws, and there's a strike beneath the belt. And the count evens here 1-1. McDermott had allowed 5 homers. He delivers. And it's down and away ball 2. So, you know, you could say, oh boy, yeah, obviously it's a tough start. But it's only a start. And here he is, his second time in a row facing Altoona. And what an outstanding beginning today. As he goes off speed and just misses away. And it's 3-1 to Triolo. The pitch, and it's too high, ball 4. So there's the first walk issued by McDermott today. Triolo has led Altoona in hits in the series, and he is now on for Nick Gonzalez.
Second baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, a former first-rounder, is playing in his 55th game with Altoona this year. He spent the entire season with the Curve. Only 55 games due to injury. The pitch, and he lays off a pitch up and inside. A fastball, ball 1. Gonzalez in the month of May stepped on a base in an awkward manner. The bases are actually bigger in Double-A this year. Here's the pitch, and there's a lifted foul and a fastball out of play. Off to the right side, and the count 1-1. And Gonzalez missed a lot of time. He was out almost 3 months. Returning to the Curve just now about 2 weeks ago on August the 12th. Count 1-1, the pitch. And a fastball strike on the outside corner of the knees. And the count is 1-2. Well, only 3 innings for Priester. But Altoona's got a left-hander up in the pen. That is a surprise here. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. And this fastball's up and away. And the count 2-2. We saw a Curve pitcher in Kyle Nicholas, who started last night, throw 1 inning in relief earlier in the series. But Priester, who is very young in his pro career, as here's the 2-2. Breaking ball off the outside. And the count is run full here, 3-2. He might be done for here. 2-0 Bowie leading. One on, nobody out. Top of the fourth, big pitch here. Count 3-2. And a swing and a miss. He got him, and he got him with a fastball on the outer half of the plate at 93 miles an hour. Boy, that's big. McDermott struggled with a walk in his first start for the Baysox against Somerset. And he walks the leadoff batter here and then gets a big strikeout on a good fastball to Gonzalez. And here's Andy Rodriguez, very tough hitter in from the left side. As here's the pitch and a fastball, strike in the belt, 0-1. Andy Rodriguez, 6 hits in the series, 5 of them are extra base hits, and 3 of them are homers. As going out to talk to McDermott is the Baysox catcher, Cody Roberts. Andy, traded from the New York Mets, has now hit 21 home runs on the year. He's got 5 in a very short time with the Altoona Curve. He just turned 22 a few months ago. He's a young ball player and has really looked like a dynamic talent. 5 homers in 14 AA games. He hit a huge homer to break a 5-5 tie last night. The 1-on-1 down, McDermott from the stretch. The 0-1 pitch, and it's across at the knees, another fastball, strike 2. And all of a sudden, McDermott, it's unusual. It felt like he was throwing a lot of breaking balls the first time through the order for strikes. And now in this fourth, it is the fastball that he is leaning upon more than any other. And he's doing it really through the heart of the curve order here. The 0-2 pitch to Rodriguez, here it is. And it's off the inside, a fastball, ball 1. The McDermott heater has been at 93 or 94 miles an hour. This is, again today, only his 5th outing as an Oriole minor league prospect. As he bounces one in the dirt off the arm of Roberts, it bounds well high in the air. And Triolo is into second on the wild pitch without a throw. Now that's big there because obviously it not only puts a runner in scoring position, but it takes away the double play threat. Down 2-2 to Andy Rodriguez. McDermott made 2 appearances in High A Aberdeen. Pitch and a lifted foul pop out of play left side. Pranto gave a look, but this will sell well into the seats. Back into the bleachers, the general admission seats down the left field line. And the count is 2-2 still. They really swung around a pull. Ortiz is up the middle, the Bowie shortstop. Norby around to the right side as a breaking ball's line towards right center. And it's down a base hit. Turning third to score Triolo. Rodriguez for second. Haskins' throw is too high. And Rodriguez slides in safely. It's another extra base hit. An RBI double. And Altoona is within 1. It's a 2-1 ball game. That was a curveball right at the top of the zone. And Rodriguez waited back on it and lined it into right center. All of a sudden, the Baysox lead is in jeopardy here. The tying runner is at second. There's 1 down, and here's the left-handed hitting, Blake Sable. Here's the pitch, and a fastball strike on the other half. He's doing a good job as McDermott at driving that fastball down in the zone, right around the knees or just above it. And the count 0-1. Sable's really swinging at pitch. And he swings through a fastball, strike 2. He's got a hit in 10 consecutive games. And he drove a 2-run homer the opposite way over the left field wall last night in the first inning. Off of Garrett Stallings. 0-2 coming. Swing and a miss. He got him with a high fastball at 95 miles an hour. And he just kind of blew away Sable there. Third strikeout of the ball game for McDermott. The second strikeout for Sable. And now Malcolm Nunez batting. It's 2-1 Bowie. A run is in. Runner at second. 2 down in this top of the fourth inning. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Strike on the outside to get ahead 0-1. Nunez, a ball player that came to professional baseball with a bang in the Dominican Summer League 4 years ago as he swings through another curve, and the count 0-2. Sable won the Triple Crown in the Dominican Summer League. He had .415 with 13 homers and 59 RBIs as he takes well off the outside. A breaking ball away, and the count 1-2. Man, that wasn't Sable. That was Malcolm Nunez batting, I should say. Now the runner at second, Rodriguez. He'll run with contact. Here's the pitch. Fastball lifted foul. Nunez was geared up for that one after 3 consecutive slow breaking balls began the at-bat. And the count remains 1-2 here. They're really playing the pull. Ortiz swung well around towards the hole as another foul pop straight back out of play off of a high heater. Now McDermott gets the new baseball from his catcher, Cody Roberts. Easton Lucas has got enough to start to throw in the Baysox pen here. The 1-2 coming. Breaking ball popped him up behind the second base bag. Norby in the shallow outfield grass will make the catch, and with it, the inning is over. 4 strong innings for Chase McDermott. Altoona does get a run, though, in the frame on 1 hit. A new pitcher coming on. We'll tell you about him in a moment. 2-1 Bowie on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
Most people don't know what a steam fitter is. More importantly, what we do and how much it impacts you. Just take a moment to think about what your world would look like if you didn't have the ability to generate electricity, to have heating or air conditioning, microchip production, internet service, web-based storage, cellular service, and frozen or refrigerated produce. Could you imagine? And these are just some of the things that we impact. Please visit steamfitters-602.org and let's talk about how we can bring value to you.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Well, the new pitcher enters the game now for the Altoona Curve. He has just rejoined this roster here of late. And that is none other than Omar Cruz, the left-hander. 3-3 with a 5.51 ERA, making his 18th outing, 13th in relief on the year. Now Cruz will work against Adam Hall, Cody Roberts, and Toby Welk, all right-handed hitters for the left-handed pitcher. He delivers, and it's off speed and a little bit up and away, ball 1. The Baysox have a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the fourth inning. Here's the next pitch, and too tall with a fastball, ball 2. This right here for Cruz is his first outing since June the 28th. The wide of the 2-0, and Hall swings through a fastball at 91, and they count 2 balls and a strike. So Quinn Priester, 3 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, one of which earned. He walked 1 and struck out 6. Shorter day than we expected for the talented starter. 2-1 pitch coming. And it's off the inside. Ball 3, another fastball. Hall has really struggled since coming back to Bowie in this series. He's hitless in 15 at-bats. 3-1 coming. Swing and a miss. Pitch was right at the bottom of the zone and off speed. And they count 3-2. No hitless is Hall in 4 games since his return to the Baysox. He did, though, even without a hit, score 3 runs last night as he's hit by the pitch on the 3-2 delivery, and it got him somewhere on the right arm, maybe around the elbow. And Hall, it would have been ball 4, is on the lead off the bottom of the 4th. And he'll walk down slowly, along with Baysox assistant athletic trainer in Blake Wooden. Now here's Cody Roberts, right-handed hitter. Roberts, a ground ball down the line. The third baseline, Triolo made a diving play on it with 2 down in the second and knock it down with a runner at second. Haskin was running to third. Triolo made a throw to first, but he threw it away. He probably should not have even offered a throw when he did not glove it cleanly. And that allowed Haskin to score. As a swing and a foul off the gear of the catcher Rodriguez, and they count 0-1. Roberts is hoping to be the name you hear when the question in a few years is to who's going to be Adley Rutschman's sidekick in Baltimore. As now the pitch, big curveball, and it eludes the grasp of Rodriguez, and up to second is Hall. That's a pass ball. It was called a ball. It probably should have been called a strike, but Rodriguez was fooled by it, and he did not catch it. And the count is 1-1. It was at the knees on the outer half of the plate. My goodness. Chirinos, the backup catcher for the Orioles right now, a veteran. As there's a tapper foul at the plate, and the count 1-2. And you wouldn't think that he would be in Baltimore long term. Because some of these catchers, Maverick Hanley, Cody Roberts, you got a real chance. There's a spot there in Baltimore in the years to come. A 1-2 pitch, and it's off the outside, a fastball, and the count 2-2. Roberts hitting .250 with 7 home runs and 37 RBIs with Bowie this year. He bounced all around the system a year ago, but he's been really a Baysox for the majority of this year as he takes down an inside, and the count runs full. That looked like a hard slider or a hard breaking ball down there by Cruz, who walked hit the first batter, and now has run full to Roberts. Big chance for the Baysox in the 4th. The 3-ball, 2-strike pitch, here it comes. Swinging a ball lifted shallow right. Shackelford in and diving in towards the infield. He makes the catch. Heading for third is Hall, and he's there. Good base running there by Adam Hall. An outstanding catch by Shackelford on a belly flop type dive in towards the infield. He was parallel to the ground for a moment there. And there's one retired. And now Toby Welk bats, and how big is that passed ball, right? Hall would not have been able to tag from first and get second. He really should be still at first. And now the infield is in as Welk bats with 1 down the pitch. And he takes a change up a little bit low. And they count 1 ball and no strikes. The Bowie got a run in the second. They got a run in the third. And now knocking on the door again in this 4th. The 1-0 to Welk. Swinging a chopper. It's a base hit over the third baseman, drawn in and Triolo. Home, the score is Hall. The Baysox have a 3-1 lead. Well, you manipulate the infield in that manner, and it can pay dividends. And it's one of those there where if Triolo is back, it's probably a chest-high chopper. But with a runner at third, he is in on the edge of the grass. And that ball goes bounding right over him into left field. As here's Andrew Dashbach, and he takes a cold strike of the knees with a fastball. And the count is 0-1. 3-1 Bowie, bottom of the fourth inning. A run is in, a runner at first, one down. As Cruz sets and delivers. And a breaking ball grounded weakly right side. It's got eyes, it's into right. Welk will turn second and head for third, and he is there. The Baysox have runners at the corners now for the top of the order, and Dashbox 2 for 2 tonight. A slow roller through the right side of the infield. And now here is Colton Kauser. This is a big chance. Once again, Cruz has not pitched with Altoona since June the 28th. He's allowed a run. Runners are at the corners. There's one down. And now the pitching coach is coming out here, Drew Bennis, to talk things over. And as that happens, a right-hander is getting up to get loose in the Altoona pen. Yeah, that is Jeff Passantino, the right-hander. Well, Baysox fans, there's only one more week of baseball at home. It's not this upcoming week where Bowie will be in Erie, but it's the week following, so get online at Baysox.com and get those tickets. Richmond's coming to town Tuesday through Sunday. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of playoff baseball as well here in Bowie this year. But make sure to get here for the dramatic final week of home baseball in the regular season. In fact, Bowie's final regular season home game 2 weeks from today, Sunday afternoon, September the 11th. Their season will end on Sunday the 18th in Akron. Here's Kauser. They're at the corners, one down the pitch. And he takes a strike on the inside half. An off-speed pitch at 82 miles an hour. And the count 0-1. 3-1 Bowie in this bottom of the fourth inning. The Baysox trying to win the series today. Here's the pitch. And it's off speed, up and inside, ball one. And in a way, trying to really separate themselves from one of the four teams in the race in their division here in Altoona. A win and they'd be 6.5 up on the curve with 3 weeks left. As a swing and a miss through an off-speed pitch in, and they count 1-2. Erie is in Harrisburg today. They're tied with the Baysox. Erie leads 2-0, bottom of the fifth on the road right now. As here's the 1-2. And a swing and a tapper foul right at the plate. In fact, it bounced up and hit our home plate umpire, Ray Valero. Count 1-2. Ray's doing a really good job on a warm afternoon. Richmond and Akron may get going later today. Count 1-2 And from the stretch, here's the pitch. Curveball got him swinging. Kauser cuts through it. A second time he's down on strikes today. That's a huge out for Cruz and the curve. And there's two down in the inning, and here's Connor Norby.
Second baseman, Connor Norby.
Richmond is at Akron. They're just underway, a 2:05 start. So they just did, I believe, get going. Richmond did beat Akron, though, last night, 8-4. Norby batting. A chance for more for Bowie here. The pitch. And he takes a fastball up high. And they count 1 ball and no strikes. Again, 3-1 the Baysox leading. They're at the corners, 2 down in this 4th inning. Norby has struck out twice in the game, but now facing the left-hander Cruz. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball lifted in the air to right field. It is Shackelford standing and waiting. Backpedaling a bit now. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. So Cruz did a good job to mitigate the damage right there. Bowie leaves him at the corners. We head to the 5th right after this. The Baysox leading it 3-1 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
If you're working in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area as a pipe fitter, pipe welder, or HVAC service technician, and you're interested in a better life, a better means to provide for yourself and your family, a way to make sure that you're earning the highest wages and the best benefits in our industry. Visit our website at steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org, and let's talk about what we can do to help change your life.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
Hey, coffee lovers. Know where you'll find the world's freshest cup of coffee? Right here at Royal Farms. Because with our new brewing system, it takes less than a minute to go from selecting the kind of coffee you want to this. Ah, the freshest, most flavorful cup of coffee you can buy is at Royal Farms. So try one. It'll be love at first sip. Because it's the freshest coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast, Royal Farms.
Top of the 5th inning we go. The Baysox have a 3-1 lead. Now Easton Lucas was up warming for a moment there at the end of the top of the 4th, but it is McDermott back on the hill. And now with the call of the 5th, here's Matt Sabates.
6, 7, and 8, 2 up for Altoona here in this half inning. Left-hander Aaron Shackelford will get it going. It was a 26-pitch 4th inning for McDermott that saw a leadoff walk for his first base runner and an RBI double for his first base hit, as he'll face with the lefty Shackelford, then Leover Peguero, and the lefty Connor Scott to follow. Shift on for Shackelford, who's 0 for 1. Lined out to second base back in the 2nd inning. First pitch home here is high. A fastball misses, and it's 1-0 to start. This is the longest that McDermott is hoping to get in his Double-A career after firing 4 1/3 last week. The 1-0 is called for strike in the lower outside corner. It's 1-1. I say last week, I mean last start. He tossed on Tuesday. So now the next offering, and Shackelford slaps it foul up the line left side. It's 1-2. But as he gets ready to wrap up his second trip through the order, really working with the pacing right now, not spending too much of his time on the pitch clock. Already holds set at the waist consistently while Shackelford steps out and adjusts the gloves. The 1-2 already on its way, and it misses high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, McDermott was, of course, the return for Baltimore in that 3-team trade at the deadline that saw Trey Mancini go to Houston. As the 2-2 pitch is swung on and poked back to the mound. McDermott pounces on it, gloves it low by the ankle, and fires to first in time. A high chopper as it just went directly into the earth in front of home plate. McDermott had to pull it in front of the mound, probably about 10 feet down from the base. But he sends it to first, and a 1-3 putout starts the inning. Leover Peguero to bat. But the questions have already surrounded McDermott, and the attention has kind of been placed on him because he was Baltimore's return for what was, the face of a franchise for quite some time. As Bowie does make a defensive change, just been aware of that, as Adam Hall is out of the game following that hit by pitch. John Rhodes will take over, so a simple switch as the next pitch misses high. We're on the count even at a ball and a strike on Leover Peguero. So Rhodes replaces Hall. He'll replace him in the lineup as well as the 6th batter. The 1-1 pitch misses down and away. 2 balls and a strike. But McDermott He's already been asked a couple of times in a handful of interviews about what that means to be traded for Trey Mancini, who meant so much to the Orioles organization. The 2-1 pitch. Half swing, he went. Called a strike as well on the lower outside corner. It's 2-2. And McDermott is very articulate about the fact and doesn't shy away that he understands the gravity of it. The 2-2 is down and away. Runs the count full. He said, I know it's important, this trade specifically, and how important Trey was to the Orioles organization as a person and as a player. The 3-2 is checked on down and away, and Peguero held up. He draws the walk. Second walk given up by McDermott, and a runner now at first with one out here in the top of the fifth. Bowie leads 3-1 as Connor Scott will step in. But McDermott, his first point after understanding how important Mancini was to the organization, he says it means a lot to him, of course, but he doesn't want to compare himself to Trey Mancini. He doesn't want people to necessarily see it as a return for Mancini. Say, oh, well, we have to compare him to Trey Mancini because of this, and this. No. He has said fairly simply, I'm a different player. I'm a different person. Runner takes off. First pitch is called a strike. Throw to second is in time. Cody Roberts nails Peguero. Ortiz snapped his way to second base and applied the tag. 2-6 caught stealing is only the 5th time that Peguero has been nabbed in 28 attempts. Roberts catches his 18th stolen base attempt in 50 attempts. The 0-1 to Scott. This is up and away, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. But McDermott has said, Mancini's an outfielder. McDermott's a pitcher. He's his own player, I'm my own player. All McDermott wants to do is help the organization to the best of his ability. The 1-1 misses down and inside. Count to 2 balls and 1 strike, rather. McDermott, he's got his eyes focused. He knows what he's about as the 2-1 pitch just misses outside. That fastball skimmed the edge. Really looked like it could have gone, and it runs it to 3-1 now as Easton Lucas gets back up and moving in the Bowie bullpen. The 3-1, swing and a miss, high fastball, and it's full. So the bases are empty. There's 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. McDermott has a possibility to set himself up for a win if he can retire this quick batter. But this might be it for him on 74 pitches. It's far fewer than his previous 2 starts, however. The 3-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him with a high fastball. McDermott, thanks to a caught stealing following the walk, strikes out his 4th batter and faces the minimum in the 5th. He's in line for his first Double-A win. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Bowie leads 3-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the DC area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Always a pleasure to have you along for the broadcast. Matt Sabatis with you from Prince George's Stadium. Thank you so much for stopping by this afternoon. As Bowie leads 3-1 over Altoona. Baysox will try to add on a little bit more against Omar Cruz in his second inning of relief. Joey Ortiz will lead things off. RBI double in the third inning on a 1-for-2 day. First pitch home, and Ortiz watches a curveball for a called strike. Hits on the outside edge. It's 0-1 to open. Joey Ortiz, Hudson Haskin, and then Cesar Prieto set to bat for Bowie here in this half inning as Cruz fires the next. 0-1, misses inside, and it's a ball and a strike. He's been shifted into a bit of a relief role after spending pretty much all of 2021 as a starter. He does have some long relief appearances and a couple of spot starts. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and Ortiz punches it over towards short. Picked on 3 bounces by Leover Peguero. A low throw gets to first in time. Ortiz beats it out. That one really came out slow from the hands of Peguero, and there's one away. Here's Hudson Haskin. Well, Omar Cruz is a fascinating pitcher. You have to see him live to understand what I'm talking about. When he's working out of the windup with no runners on base, he just rocks back and forth, bounces up and down on the balls of his feet as the first pitch to Haskin misses high. Fastball looked fairly close to the letters, but the count starts out at 1-0. 2-for-2 day for Haskin, a double and a run scored. But that front foot and that back foot, they're just both bouncing as the 1-0 pitch is fouled off back to the screen. It's 1-1. And while that happens, he holds the ball in glove the entire time, and they're rocking up and down in front of the chest. They'll go from waist to chest to waist to chest. It's kind of like a timing mechanism for Cruz, and it can help him throw off batters when he's working out of the windup. The 1-1 pitch to Haskin is fouled off to the right side. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes on an inside fastball. And of course, he can't use that when there are runners on base. If you're moving that much, and especially if you take your foot off of the rubber, as Cruz does, that'd be a balk. Haskin calls for a quick time before he gets into the box ahead of the 1-2 count. Bases empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th as Bowie leads 3-1. Only 1 hit for Altoona, 7 for the Baysox. Next pitch into Haskin is a curveball fouled off inside. He really had to hold himself up on that and just got a piece. Well, pitches like that remind me of a tool that the Baysox were using around the start of the season, pretty much into the turnover into the second half. It had caught me a little confused when I first saw it around batting practice. The 1-2 pitch, and Haskin watches outside. Changeup just missed, and it's 2-2. So there was a tool that had just kind of been near the batting cage pretty much every day. It was a bat that didn't have its barrel. It was cut off at the barrel, and instead of the barrel, it was a long, heavy length of rope, as the 2-2 is a curveball called for strike 3. Haskin knew it immediately. Second strikeout for Omar Cruz, 8th overall for Altoona pitching, and there's 2 away here in the 5th. But I was speaking with Andrew Dashbach about that bat with the rope on it one day. I asked him, well, what's this for? It's very just odd looking to me. And he said, well, it helps you slow your swing down when you get through the zone if you misjudge a ball and have to go for a breaking ball. First pitch to Cesar Prieto is a bunt attempt, but foul. Prieto has just not been able to get his bunt right lately. The scouting report from opposing pitchers just must be right now, as Prieto only goes on the first pitch. I feel as if the pitchers understand that, and they've not been serving him up anything that he can lay down. The 0-1 pitch. Prieto watches high, and it's 1-1. So that's what helps out on those curveballs. Haskin had that inside-out swing on an inside curve and still slowed his swing down enough to make contact on it. That was the point of that tool. The 1-1. Prieto fouls it off, bounces back to the screen, and it's 1-2. Easton Lucas is back to warming up in the bullpen for Bowie, so Chase McDermott should most likely be done on 5 innings of 1-hit ball. He'll be in line for his first Double-A win. Altoona has a right-hander tossing the bullpen as well. As the 1-2 pitch comes into Prieto, and it's popped up. Left side, out towards shallow left center. Peguero running back. Has to hop up and make the catch over the shoulder. Called off the left fielder, too. That was a tough play to navigate, but he gets it done. 3 up, 3 down with a strikeout for Omar Cruz in the 5th. And as we go to the 6th, Bowie leads 3-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
It's not baseball season without fireworks, and you can always count on the biggest and best at Prince George's Stadium. There's no better way to cap off a fun evening at the ballpark than a spectacular fireworks show. And the Baysox have got you covered this season with 16 different shows to choose from. So get your tickets now at Baysox.com. You've got 4 fireworks shows in August to watch out for: Friday the 19th, Saturday the 20th, Friday the 26th, and Saturday the 27th. Hope to see you there.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
Well, it's the end of the day for Chase McDermott as we move to the 6th inning here at Prince George's Stadium. A 3-1 Bowie lead. Strong performance from McDermott to set himself up for his first AA win, as long as Bowie can hold the line. 5 innings of just 1 hit, 1 run with 4 strikeouts and 2 walks for McDermott. And to tell you about the new pitcher on the mound for Bowie, we hand it off to Adam.
Thank you so much, Matt. It is none other than the 25-year-old left-hander, Easton Lucas, who will come on for the Baysox. Lucas making his 27th appearance of the year. He's 2-0 with a 4.30 ERA. And here's Matt Frazier in for the left side, and he swings at a first pitch fastball and pops it up center of the diamond. Ortiz fighting the high sky to make the catch on the infield skin, right in back of the infield grass. One retired with 1 pitch. And now Jared Triolo will stand in. So Lucas, first AA campaign, and he is really throwing well of late. He struggled early on in May and June as he deals a fastball strike at the knees, and the count 0-1. He threw 10 scoreless innings in the month of July. As now a swing and a foul out of play off to the right side, and he's ahead 0-2. And here in August, 5 outings, he's allowed 1 run in 7 2/3 innings. Now 1 run though was this week against this Altoona team. He throws, and a fastball fouled away on a line off the facade of the suite level and bouncing on down below. The Baysox have a 3-1 lead in the top of the 6th inning. The wide to the 0-2 from Lucas. Change-up line sharply. It's a base hit down the line and left, and it's all the way to the wall. Off the diagonal padded wall, Welk plays it and fires in towards third. But it's a sharply struck double off the bat of Triolo. And he's in scoring position with 1 down. And here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. What an outstanding outing, though, for Chase McDermott, who had struggled in his first 2 times out with the Baysox, facing a very tough Altoona lineup for a second consecutive start, and he allowed 1 hit as a breaking ball gets a wave and a miss from Gonzalez, and the count is 0-1. Kind of a tough break that he did allow a run. He walked Triolo. A wild pitch allowed Triolo's second, and then with 1 down, that is where that 1 hit happened. Here's the pitch. Fastball a bit down low at 94 miles an hour, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. Rodriguez doubled on a line drive base hit to right center off a curveball that was way up high, almost chest high. What a great day by McDermott, though. Pitch and a fastball fouled on a line back to the screen. 5 innings, 1 hit, 1 run. Walked 2, struck out 4. That is in line for his first Double-A win. If Bowie can get this thing with the lead to the finish line here. Again, leading 3-1 the Baysox in the 6th. Here's the pitch, and it's off the outside. A fastball at 95 miles an hour. Well, when you look at Major League bullpens, you see guys that throw in the mid-90s, right? I mean, and to have a left-hander like Lucas that can get it up there at 94, 95 miles an hour, I mean, he's got a chance, no doubt about it. He delivers. And it's, just off the outside. Very close with a fastball. Ball 3. Lucas, you got such a great arm. You got an ability to stay on a run like this to elevate yourself to the big leagues rather expeditiously. 3-2 the count. It's time called to the plate. Here to Gonzalez, who's 2 for 20 in this series, the former first rounder. Off second, Triolo. Here's the pitch, and it's well down and away. An off-speed pitch missing badly. Ball 4. So 2 men are on for a first time today for the Curve. Here with 1 down. And now N.D. Rodriguez to the plate. Altoona continues to warm the right-hander Pasentino. Now there's a chance Omar Cruz may be exiting after 2 innings in his first appearance since June the 28th. Now Rodriguez switch hitter in for the right side. Lucas sets. Here's the pitch. Curveball strike at the top of the zone, 0-1. Rodriguez 1 for 2 today. And again, he's got 6 extra base hits in the series. 3 homers and 3 doubles. The 0-1 coming. And a swing and a tapper foul right at the plate. May have hit the gear of Bowie's catcher, Cody Roberts. And the count is 0-2. You're in a double play turning situation here, but the shortstop Ortiz is swung around deep in the hole, so if there is a ground ball that brings Norby to his left, it will be tough to get an out at second base. Norby's up the middle of the pitch. A breaking ball bending down and inside that nearly hit the feet of Rodriguez, but not the case. Thankfully so, count 1-2. Now Lucas shakes off his catcher Roberts with a sign. And now the 1-2 to Rodriguez. Swinging a soft line drive foul. Off to the right side. It stayed on the field of play. Really a good pitch. A fastball on the inside part of the plate. And 94 miles an hour. He really did jam Rodriguez. And the count stays 1-2. Now left-handed batter Blake Sable is on deck for Altoona here. Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball fouled back on a line to the screen. There, Rodriguez was kind of out in front of it, but he was able to kind of take a flat-footed cut and fight it off a big curveball on the outside part of the plate. Another 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball left side. And it scoots into left field. Turning third, Triolo for the plate. Here comes the throw, and not in time. Triolo goes crashing to the ground, and he's grabbing his left knee. Triolo has scored. The athletic trainer of the Curve is racing out. And right as he stepped on home, maybe he stepped on Roberts, but he is in a lot of pain. And the athletic trainer, Victor Silva, was out in an instant. And Triolo is unfortunately down after scoring for a second time today. Rodriguez's second RBI base hit. It's 3-2. Boy, you hate to see it. And they're bringing out a bag here from the Baysox dugout. My goodness, does not look good here for Triolo. And they are holding his left leg and his knee extremely still right now. And they're going to open up the gate. And Triolo's not going to be able to get off the field himself here. Well, they're going to bring the cart in, something you almost never see in baseball. They're trying to stabilize that leg for Triolo and take him away. My goodness, you hate to see it. It's a 3-2 ball game. That ground ball had eyes. Prieto at third, Ortiz at short. Even though they were playing to pull, it still got in between them. The left fielder Welk made a strong throw for the plate. And hard to tell what caused this injury for Triolo, but it was almost right as he touched the plate. His left leg and right around the knee that they are tending to now. Triolo has gone from his side to now sitting up on his backside. And the athletic trainer is putting some pressure on the knee, almost testing it in a way. And they have not yet brought anything onto the field to take Triolo away. But here comes the cart right now. When we resume play, there will be runners at first and second, and one down. In a 3-2 ball game, the Baysox lead it. Triolo will be exiting here, and you just hope that this is not an injury that will be too devastating. Cost him the final 3 weeks of the year, and then beyond that, affect his offseason. Triolo's onto his feet, and he can barely put any weight on that left leg. And he has now scooted himself onto the cart. Now, Tuna's manager and Kyron Madison offering some support as Triolo is going to be taken away here. And they're going to take him away at a very slow clip to make sure that he is not more adversely affected here on this way. My goodness, I hate to see it, to put it mildly. So 2 men are on, 1 man is down. Altuna's got a chance here to come back and tie it or even more in the inning. Easton Lucas is throwing a few warm-up tosses again after that long delay. And he'll go to work against Blake Sable, a lefty-lefty matchup here in just moments. The Baysox crowd mostly sitting in the shade up near the top of the stands here on this Sunday afternoon. Gave a nice applause for Triolo as he was taking away there. And once again, we wish Jared all the best. And hopefully it is not a significant injury. But you hate to see a ball player not be able to get off the field himself there. So here is Sable. He has struck out twice today. 2 men on, 1 man down. The lead runner at second is Nick Gonzalez. Infield at double play depth as Sable in. Open stance on the left side. And here's the pitch. And a breaking ball missing down and inside. Ball 1. So Triolo started the rally with his line shot double down the line in left. Gonzalez walked. And then Andy Rodriguez, an RBI single. As Sable lifts a foul on a high pop out of play left side. And they count 1-1. And you kind of got to get back into the mindset of baseball now after that injury. Our righty is on deck, Malcolm Nunez. Sable, the cleanup hitter here, as Lucas comes set at the letters. A 1-ball, 1-strike pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball getting away with a miss. A beautiful breaking ball. That would have been a called strike. And Sable went over the top of it at 80 miles an hour. The count is 1-2. As Lucas is ready to go. And here's the pitch. Breaking ball, and he got him to chase. Sable tried to hold up on a pitch bending down and away, but he couldn't do so. He almost went all the way around. And there's 2 down in the inning. What a huge strikeout after the long delay. And now 2 down. And here is Malcolm Nunez. And Bowie will swing Ortiz well deep in the hole at short again. Here's the pitch. And it's down and inside in the dirt. Blocking it in front of the plate, Roberts. And the runners hold as they stay at first and second. And the count 1-0 here to Nunez. Nunez has hit 2 homers in this series. Just traded for at the deadline by the Pirates. He's got 4 homers in his time with the Altoona Curve. 1-0 coming. And a curve ball bending down and inside for ball 2. Just huge power in the middle of the order when you've got Rodriguez batting third with 21 homers. Shackelford's on deck in the 6th spot with 24. 2-0 coming. Fastball popped him up the third base line, coming in on it, Prieto, and in foul ground, he'll make the catch halfway between home and third, and with it, the inning is over. So Lucas bears down after a run was home and following the Triolo injury. And we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Altoona will bring in Pasentino, the pitcher. 3-2, Bowie leads on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Are you interested in beginning or expanding on a career in the pipe fitting, pipe welding, or HVAC service industry? Are you interested in a career path that will set you up for life without experiencing any college debt? If you are interested in these things and you live in the DC area, the Steamfitters UA Local 602 Apprenticeship Program is the best choice for you. For more information about our apprenticeship program and how to apply, please visit steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org.
A birthday bash with the Baysox is the best time at the ballpark. Bring your friends and family out to celebrate and be the star of the show. Dance on the dugout with Louie, play games in the stadium, introduce a batter in the game, and you'll even get to have the stadium sing for you. Baysox birthday parties, an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind experience at Prince George's Stadium. Book yours by calling 301-464-4880 or at baysox.com.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. A third pitcher is on. Here for the Altoona Curve, it's Jeff Pasentino, who's 2-2 with a 4.03 ERA for his 14th outing of the year. As John Rhodes is going to lead things off. Rhodes came in for Adam Hall defensively in the 5th inning. The Hall was out of the game after that hit by pitch. And of course we'll have a new third baseman here for the Curve. Andres Alvarez is in at third base for the injured Triolo, and he'll bat in the number 1 spot in the order. Pasentino into the wide. Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball strike over the heart of the plate. And the count is 0-1. Here's the next one. And a breaking ball and a weak cut and a soft foul on a line back to the screen. 3-2, Bowie leads it in the bottom of the 6th inning. Rhodes had a good night last night. He's hitting .208 in 15 AA games. The slow wind of the 0-2 pitch. And he takes, called the ball. It looked like it was going to be strike 3. An off-speed pitch on the outside corner it appeared, but ball 1. And Rhodes lives to see another pitch. The catcher Rodriguez was up to throw it around the diamond there. The next one. And a curveball grounded, but foul outside third. What a big looping curve. That was a 67-mile-an-hour pitch. That was not a knuckleball. That was almost like an Ephus pitch. The count stays at 1-2. The wind of the pitch to Rhodes. And there's a lifted fly, shallow left. Frazier a bit over towards the line will make the catch. And Rhodes retired, 1 down in this 6th inning. And here is Cody Roberts. After Hope Hall's all right, he got hit. It almost looked like it was around the elbow on the right arm with a pitch in the 4th inning. Stayed in the game, scored a run, but came out following. As here's the pitch. And a slow breaking ball strike on the inside. It's 0-1 to Cody Roberts. And then we saw the injury at the plate of Triolo, 0-1. And it's in there at the knees, strike 2. Thinking back to Triolo an inning prior, I mean, you take out the collision from the runner coming home and the catcher at the plate. Usually that has eliminated injuries at the plate for runners and for catchers, as Roberts gets fooled with another very slow curve. And he swings over top of it, strike 3. The Passantino getting 2 quick outs. And now Toby Welk will bat, 3-2. The Baysox lead in this bottom of the 6th inning. The wind of the first delivery. And Welk takes just off the outside. Ball 1. Welk. There are 24 Penn State campuses. I didn't know there were that many. My goodness. As there's a high drive down the line and left. If it stays fair, it's trouble. Frazier back looking up, and it is foul. Oh, just as the fans started to cheer a home run, Evan Johnson, the third base umpire, emphatically calling a foul ball. If the ball goes directly over the foul pole, it's fair, but ruled to be just wide of it, and Welk missed his 4th home run of the year by an eyelash. And Baysox manager Kyle Moore is having a talk with Evan Johnson after that one. The count 1-1. Boy, that would have been a nice insurance run. Welk 1 for 2 with an RBI today. Of course, we all know of State College, Pennsylvania. That's the main campus of Penn State. I didn't know they had 23 others. As there's a pitch down low and the count 2-1. And of course, Welk went to one of those other campuses called Penn State Berks. There are actually 2 Penn State campuses in the cities of Eastern League towns. There's Penn State, Altoona. Here's the pitch. And it's down and away, ball 3. An off-speed pitch. And there's also a Penn State Harrisburg as well. I don't know if all of those satellite campuses have athletics. Penn State Berks is a Division III school. The 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball lifted, foul and out of play. Off to the right side. And the count full, 3-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Passantino, his first inning here atop the hill. He's into the wide. Here's the payoff pitch. Breaking ball line down the line and left, but curling foul. Boy, Welk hitting the ball sharply twice now in this at-bat. We'll see another 3-2 pitch upcoming here. The starter Priester went just 3 innings. Cruz followed with 2. 3-2 coming. And it's down and away, ball 4. A breaking ball missing. And Welk is aboard. A well-earned walk there after he nearly homered at the beginning of the at-bat. And now Andrew Dashbach is going to stand in here for the Baysox. That was a 7-pitch at-bat for Welk. It's been a really good day for Dashbach. He's 2 for 2. Singling twice. And in his last at-bat last night, he hit a huge game-tying homer in the 8th inning. As here's the pitch. And he takes a cutter strike. At the bottom of the zone, 0-1. Pasentino's not a pitcher that's going to light up the radar gun, but almost everything he throws has movement. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, getting a wave and a miss. Way out in front was Dashbach on a 67-mile-an-hour curveball. You can't even get a speeding ticket with that pitch. You might have to drive in the right lane with that pitch. Count 0-2. And here it comes. And it's down and away, this time at 84 miles an hour. Well, whether you call that a cutter or a slider, Dashbach is seeing basically only that little 84-mile-an-hour cutter and then the extremely slow curve. Off first, Welk. And now the 1-2 coming. And it's off the outside. A fastball again right there in the mid-80s. (3-2) the Baysox lead it here in the 6th. Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball grounded to short. Piguero's got it. He'll underhand to second for the force. And with it, the inning is over. So we head to the 7th inning here at Prince George's Stadium. The Baysox are hanging on. They lead it 3-2 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
When your commercial plumbing project calls for a job done safely and on time, then your job calls for the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Local 5 will always deliver the most skilled and well-trained plumbing craftsmen in the DMV. If you're a contractor who needs safe jobs done well, you need the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Start your partnership with them today. Visit local5plumbers.org. That's local5plumbers.org.
Well, as the baseball season winds down, that means we've got to get ready for football. Friday, September 9th, it's the Baysox football kickoff night at Prince George's Stadium. Getting ready for the college season and the pro season, the Baysox will be giving away a special Adley Rutschman bobblehead. Remember, Adley played college football before he joined the Orioles. It's a free bobblehead for the first 750 fans ages 13 and up. So be sure to join the Baysox football kickoff night on Friday, September 9th. Get your tickets at Baysox.com.
So we head on to the 7th inning. We got a good one. 3-2 Bowie leading as Easton Lucas back to work, and this is 2nd inning of work. Here's Aaron Shackelford, big power hitter, and he takes a breaking ball strike as Lucas gets ahead, 0-1. Chase McDermott, the Baysox starter, allowed only 1 run in 5 innings as Shackelford lifts a foul, straight back out of play, 0-2. Right-hander Jensen Elliott is now starting to throw in the Baysox pen as Lucas with the 0-2 pitch. He got on the chase. A breaking ball bending down and away. Strike three, well outside of the zone. And there's one down. And here now is Leo Peguero, who hasn't had a very good series in totality, but Peguero did have a big RBI single in Altuna's 3-run 10th inning last night as he takes up an away ball one. He's got 3 hits in 18 at-bats, and he struggled defensively at shortstop at times as well. The 1-0 coming, and a big swing and a miss through a changeup. And the count evens here on a ball and a strike. Last night it was a 4-1 game, and John Rhodes had a hard ground ball right at Peguero. It would have been a double play to end the inning, as there's a lifted foul fly out of play to the right, off a fastball, and the count wanted 2. And Peguero just booted it, and Bowie would end up scoring 2 more runs in the inning. It was almost, in the end, a critical play in the game. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with a breaking ball in. That was on the plate, on the inside corner. And all of a sudden, Lucas is finding it. He's struck out now 3 of the last 4 faced. As Connor Scott comes to the plate. 3-2, Bowie leads, top of the 7th. 2 outs, nobody on. As Scott stands in from the left side. Scott, we talked about his incredible catch over the wall to save the game in the 9th, but he had 2 great catches earlier in the game as well, including a sliding catch on the warning track against Cowser as he swings through a curveball down, and the count 0-1. And right now that pitch is just flummoxing the curve. The curve can't hit the curve. See what I said there? 0-1 coming. And there's another curve, cut on a miss, 0-2. That time right down the middle. Boy, Altoona had a chance. 2 men on, 1 down. Down by 1 in the 6th. And Lucas got a strikeout of Sable and a pop out in foul ground from the 5-hole hitter in Nunez. The count 0-2 to Scott. Lucas into the wide. Here's the pitch. Check swing at a curve in the dirt. He went too far. Strike 3. Picking it up, Roberts. He lays a tag on Scott. And within the inning is over. So Lucas strikes out the side. And that curve was outstanding. And we head to the bottom of the 7th. Top of the order coming up for the Baysox. 3-2. Bowie leads on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
Get your gear and memorabilia from your favorite Baysox players and future stars of the Baltimore Orioles at the Tackle Box Team Store. Jerseys, hats, autographed bats and balls, all at great prices. Located right at the main gate at Prince George's Stadium and online at BaysoxShop.com, the Tackle Box is the only place to get the best Baysox gear for you and your favorite fan. It's the Tackle Box at Prince George's Stadium and at BaysoxShop.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Colton Cowser batting, and he takes a strike on the outside part of the plate, and they count 0-1. Top of the order, Kauser, Norby, and Ortiz against Pasantino, as it's off the outside now, delivered at 79 miles an hour. A changeup, count 1-1. Kauser has struck out twice and walked in the game today. Kind of an uneven afternoon, the pitch. And he takes just off the outside. Ball 2. Really, the last 2 nights, it's been the bottom of the Baysox order that sparked the club offensively. Kauser and Norby were incredible at the beginning of the week. 2-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch. Thigh high, maybe just off the outside. And the count 2-2. You are so used to seeing pitches in the 90s. And here's Pasantino, a guy that throws in the low to mid 80s. The wind of the 2-2 pitch. And it's down low, a fastball missing at 85. He just mixes and matches, does Pasantino. 3-2 the count. He's into the wind, he delivers. Swinging a ball lifted well to right, but Shackelford's there. Looking into the sun, he'll make the catch. As Kauser gave it a ride, but not just enough. And one retired, and here is Connor Norby. That was right at the bottom of the strike zone over the heart of the play. Kauser just didn't get the fat part of the bat on it. Just did miss it. Here is Norby. He's 0 for 3 today. And the pitch. And he swings and lifts a foul fly out of play to the right. 0-1. You know what stands out to me about Norby? He's got such natural power, and he does so at a position that you don't usually see that from as a second baseman. As he swings and rockets a line drive to left, it's down, playing it on a hop. Frazier, he drops it for a moment, but he'll get it in quickly, and Norby's going to hold for a single. 101 off the bat. You think back to players of Norby's ilk, as here's Joey Ortiz. And one guy that comes to mind for me, a former Minnesota Twin, maybe outstanding ball player, maybe about 10 years ago in the bigs, Brian Dozier. Remember him? Norby just hits the ball a ton and does it as a second baseman. Maybe a guy like Brett Boone, pitch, and it's down and away, ball 1. He was a little bit further back of the Mariners about 20 years ago. Of course, Brett Boone's brother, Aaron Boone, is the current New York Yankees manager. But if Norby is going to be a Dozier-type player, I mean, that's a big league all-star player. So that's enormous praise. And that's enormous news as well for the Orioles, right? 1-0 coming. And a breaking ball flutters a bit low, ball 2. Now the question is, can Norby be that type of player? What he has done at AA has been incredibly encouraging. The count 2-0 to Ortiz. Here's the pitch. And a slow curve strike. Just fluttering up there at 68 miles an hour. And the count 2-1. Infield hoping to turn 2 here. Here's the pitch. Norby's running. Slow curve grounded towards short. Pinheiro's got it. Only play to first. The throw. And out at first on a bang-bang play. So Norby aggressively running. And that keeps Bowie out of the double play. Right? It's a little thing. But when you've got a pitcher that throws without a lot of velocity, if you get a good jump, that's an easy steal. And Norby got a great jump. But in the end, that keeps Bowie out of the inning-ending double play. And now Hudson Haskell will bat as the catcher Rodriguez goes out to talk to Pasantino here. Runner at second and 2 down in the 7th inning. 3-2, the Baysox lead it. Bowie took the lead in the bottom of the second inning, and they've held on since. Big ball game today. The Baysox are 3-2 so far this week in this series. As from the stretch, Passantino delivers. And he misses off the outside. Took a little bit off at 76, count 1-0. Haskin and Dashbach are the two Baysox that have multi-hit games already. Hudson is 2 for 3. He's really swinging it right now. The 1-0 pitch. He swings and lifts a high foul pop. Out of play right side. And the count evens here at 1-1. Harrisburg has taken the lead over Erie in the 8th inning. How about that? They're actually in the top of the 8th, but it was a 2-0 ball game. And I think we're going to have a pitch clock violation. And the count is, I believe, 2 balls and a strike. It is pitch clock violation on Passantino. Now the 2-1. And it's just off the outside, ball 3. Harrisburg leads 3-2, top of the 8th, and Erie is threatening 2 men on, nobody out. Richmond and Akron are 2-2, tied in the 5th. Again, Akron 4 back of Bowie and Erie, who are tied. Slow curve. It's hit high in the air to left field. Did he get it? Frazier going back. He's at the track and nearing the wall. Frazier makes the catch. A long fly ball out off the bat of Hudson Haskell. And we go to the 8th inning. Still 3-2 Bowie as the Baysox will bring in a reliever here right after this on the Baysox Baseball Network.
If you own or operate a building or facility, or if you're a general contractor that is located or operates in the D.C. area, there is no doubt that it is important for you to have the best trained and most qualified people working for you. Members of Steamfitters UA Local 602 provide the highest level of HVAC, mechanical, and specialty piping services to the various customers we serve. For more information about the services we provide and for a list of companies you can hire, please visit steamfitters-602.org.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Well, we welcome you back to Prince George's Stadium. We got a new pitcher coming on in Jensen Elliott. He takes over for Easton Lucas, who allowed just 1 run on 2 hits in 2 solid innings. And now for the call of this 8th with Bowie on top 3-2. Here's Matt Sabates.
Jensen Elliott, a 6'6", 231-pound right-hander, 19th round draft selection in 2019 from Oklahoma State. Fires a pitch to Matt Frazier, and it misses down and inside for a ball, 1-0 to open. 9-1-2 due up in the Altoona lineup, starting with Frazier. Then Andres Alvarez will get his first plate appearance after replacing Jared Triolo. Nick Gonzalez will bat after that if anyone reaches Andy Rodriguez. Bowie needing to hold the line right now as the 1-0 pitch comes home, and it's poked back to Elliott. Ricochets off of his chest and goes to first base. He underhands to Elliott, but it's late. That'll be an infield single, 98 miles an hour off of the bat, and the tying run opens the inning on base. Elliott had just a slow enough reaction time on it that he wasn't able to get there. It was too high. And they're going to check on him, of course, as you have to do for the pitcher. He's walking slowly back to the mound. Here comes the athletic trainer, Lindsey Birchfield, and Bowie really can't use this right now. It looks like Elliott is saying it got his armpit. He's pulling up that right arm. That's his throwing arm, so of course that's going to get a little extra attention. If it had been the other one, they probably wouldn't have been as concerned, but they're probably going to let him take a couple of warm-up tosses, at least one, to see if he feels any discomfort. Well, Bowie is really having to ride the line right now. Altoona had a tying run at second base in the 6th inning with only 1 out. Fortunately, Easton Lucas was able to strand that runner as Elliott takes one warm-up toss. Sees how that armpit feels, and now he'll try for another one. We're waiting on Andres Alvarez to dig in. The next warm-up throw looks fine, but looks like they're still going to give him at least one more, or maybe not. Now he's back talking with the athletic trainer. And it looks like Birchfield and Kyle Moore are going to head back to the dugout. So Bowie can go ahead and breathe a sigh of relief here. But right now they need to make sure that that first batter doesn't go anywhere. Matt Frazier is a perfect 15 for 15 this season when it comes to his stolen base attempts. Cody Roberts caught the only stolen base attempt earlier today when Leo Piguero tried to swipe second in the 5th inning. And you need to be careful with Frazier. So Alvarez will bat. Jared Triolo was lifted with an injury about 2 innings ago. First pitch here, misses down and away. Fastball starts the count out at 1-0. Alvarez this season with a .226 batting average, but with 19 home runs, 46 runs batted in. Jensen Elliott on the season, 26 appearances, a 6-2 record with a 4.22 ERA. He fires the 1-0 pitch, and it's swung on and fouled. Just on the front end of the bat as it rolls over to the right side. A ball and a strike now. 42 2/3 innings for Elliott. He's only struck out 27 batters. He's walked 13, allowed 4 home runs. This is a save situation. Elliott has blown 3 saves. He's only converted 2 opportunities. Here's the 1-1. Slider down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Elliott is coming off of a hold earlier in this series that did see him allow a run. That was the first of Bowie's 3 consecutive wins as they took down Altoona 7-5 on Wednesday. Elliott came in for the 8th inning, allowed a leadoff triple in that 8th. The 2-1 pitch, misses outside. 3 balls and a strike. Triolo finishes his day 1 for 2. He scored both of Altoona's runs after walking in the 4th, going to second on a wild pitch and scoring on a double. Then he doubled in the 6th and scored on Andy Rodriguez's single. Pickoff throw to first, does not see a tag. Frazier was hopping, but he wasn't actually taking that big of a secondary lead. He was just bouncing a little bit on the balls of his feet there, back and forth. As Elliott sets behind that right ear, 3-1 pitch is popped up. Right side of the infield, Dashbach shading his eyes from the sun into foul territory. He pulls it down. That one probably only got up about 70 feet on the line before Dashbach got to it. And that's a good way to record the first out. So now Nick Gonzalez. Prior to his appearance against Altoona earlier this week, Elliott was on a good run. He had strung together 5 1/3 consecutive scoreless innings. But over that span, he only struck out 2 batters. He's been such a hard contact pitcher this season. I think that's what's led to him having the most blown saves on the team. First pitch into Gonzalez is a slider called for strike on the inside edge. It's 0-1. But it's also what's led to him having the most wins on the team at the same time. There have been a handful of moments where Elliott has come in, maybe blown a save, but earned a win because the game was tied. He never allowed the opposing team to take the lead. The 0-1 pitch. Gonzalez watches down and away a fastball. It's 1-1. It's an 0-for-2 day for Gonzalez with a walk in the 6th inning. But after Elliott had taken that comebacker off of his chest, Bowie is still a little concerned. They have Connor Loprich warming in the bullpen if things don't go smoothly. The 1-1. Outside. 2 balls and a strike here on Gonzalez. As Bowie leads 3-2 here in the top of the 8th inning. 4 hits for Altoona, 8 hits for Bowie. And the Baysox still having some of that trademark trouble in leaving runners on base. The 2-1. Swinging a foul. Got a piece back to the screen. Runs the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Altoona is 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position today. Bowie is 4 for 12. They've already left on 7, which is just about their season's average. But of those 7, 3 have been in scoring position, including 2 at third base. Runner at first, 1 away. Elliott looks for his first punch out. Pitch home. Lifted on a fly out toward right center field. Running back and curling on it, Rhodes. They're stopping at the wall, and it's off the center fielder's glove. Falls into play. The runner will go to third. Nearly runs through the stop sign, but it's a double for Nick Gonzalez. Tying run is at third base. Go-ahead run is at second. 12th double of the season for Gonzalez. And no breathing room now for Jensen Elliott. Let's see if he stays in this game. The infield will play in for Andy Rodriguez, who's tormented Bowie pitching this series, as he has pretty much every pitcher he's faced in the Eastern League. 2 for 3 day with a double, a single. He's driven in both Altoona runs. First pitch home, and it's a called strike. Fastball came right down Broadway, nothing in 1 to open. Rodriguez already with 5 extra base hits in this series and 8 RBI on 3 home runs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Check swing, slider down and away. Appeal to the third base umpire, holds him up. A ball and a strike now. If you're Elliott at this point, you just want to keep those sliders and those sinkers primarily low. Here's the 1-1. Change up outside, well outside. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Runners at second and third, still only 1 out. Leadoff infield single by Matt Frazier, a comebacker off of the pitcher. Pop out in foul territory, and then a double to right center field by Nick Gonzalez. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Up and away. 3 balls and a strike. Bowie has not been having a good pitching homestand, which can be frustrating to say considering at the start of this homestand, their pitching staff was the best in minor league baseball in the second half. The 3-1. Line to left field, a base hit. Altoona ties the game. They may take the lead. Welk throws it home. The throw is in time, and they tag out the lead runner. The game is tied, though. An outstanding throw by Toby Welk nails Gonzalez on a 7-2 outfield assist. Welk's first outfield assist of the season, but Elliott has blown the save. It's 3-3. Third hit of the day for Rodriguez. He's driven in every single run for Altoona, and that takes away what would have been a well-earned win for Chase McDermott. He's going to have to try again for his first Double-A win another day. And that's the end of the day for Elliott. Faces 4 batters, records 1 out. Picks up the second one on an outfield assist. And as Connor Loprich comes in, we've got a new batter, Blake Sable. We'll try and do something. 3-3 here in the top of the 8th. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Hey Baysox fans, On the Green Inc. is a proud sponsor of the Baysox and is celebrating 25 years of providing custom lawn care and pest control programs with guaranteed results for residential and commercial lawns. Mention this ad and receive a discount on your first lawn care or pest control service. Enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Inc. Visit our website at onthegreeninc.com or call 410-695-0444. Let's go Baysox and On the Green Inc., your lawn care team.
The best way to take in a Baysox game is with a group outing at Prince George's Stadium. Everything from entertaining clients to birthday parties and even fundraising opportunities for your team, the Baysox offer plenty of options for your group at unbeatable rates with plenty of options on suites, seats, and decks around the ballpark. Your group can eat their fill and have an unforgettable time. Find out more and schedule your group outing by calling 301-464-4880 or going to Baysox.com.
Now the Bowie bullpen unable to hold the line this afternoon as we continue on with the top of the 8th inning. Baysox had a 3-1 lead, but it's 3-all. Jensen Elliott came in thanks to an outfield assist, was able to record 2 outs, but did allow a run on 3 hits, and he is liable for potentially 1 more. As Connor Loprich comes in for Bowie, the line on Elliott is not yet final. Runner at first belongs to him, but only 2/3 of an inning for Elliott. He allowed 3 hits at the moment, 1 run. He didn't strike anyone out, didn't walk anyone. But it's his 4th blown save. It's the most on the team. As Loprich takes over with 2 outs to face off against Blake Sable. A 6'3", 215-pound right-hander, Connor Loprich, traded over from Pittsburgh for cash considerations back in 2020. On the season, he's made 26 appearances, gone 1-1 with a 4.74 ERA. Righty on lefty with Sable. And they hold for time a brief moment. One of the ball boys hadn't gotten back into the dugout. He was cleaning something up in front of the Baysox dugout. So now we're ready. First pitch in, and it misses down and away. Count starts out at 1-0 on Sable, who's 0 for 3 with a trio of strikeouts. Loprich has 62 2/3 innings, 65 strikeouts, 25 walks this year. As the 1-0 pitch is lined to left field, a base hit. Rodriguez to second base. Sable extends his hit streak to 11 consecutive games. Loprich still an opportunity for a clean finish to this inning, but now the go-ahead run is in scoring position for Altoona. Loprich has allowed 10 home runs. Do always keep that in mind, but always keep in mind that he's only allowed 2 home runs since the start of June. You can look at his overall season line, but you do want to dissect it from those first 2 months and these last 3 months. First pitch to Malcolm Nunez misses down, and the count starts out at 1-0. Nunez 0 for 3 on the day, popped out to the third baseman in foul territory his last time up. But Loprich, since the start of June, has had an ERA south of 2. He's been one of the best relievers for Bowie. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball popped up. Out towards shallow right center. Going to be tough. Norby's running out the right fielder, and it's down. 1 run scores. Altoona takes the lead. RBI single into no man's land for Malcolm Nunez, and it's 4-3. Four consecutive singles for the Curve. Nunez has hits in 3 consecutive games now. 10 of his last 11. It's his 14th RBI. And now here's Shackelford. 0 for 3 day for Shackelford. He struck out swinging back in the 7th inning. First pitch home, and Shackelford swings and misses on a curveball outside. It's 0-1. That run charged to Elliott, so 2/3 of an inning for Elliott. He'd allowed 2 runs. That closes his line. The runners at first and third are Loprich's now to deal with. Here's the 0-1. Shackelford fouls it off behind the screen. It's off of the gutter just above the sweet level and runs the count quickly to 0-2. So Bowie's going to be down to their last 6 outs, a game they had a 2-run lead in. They've now got to try and take a lead late once again. Oh-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. Altoona scores twice in the top of the 8th inning to jump ahead. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, Bowie trails 4-3. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
The best way to take in a Baysox game is with a group outing at Prince George's Stadium. Everything from entertaining clients to birthday parties and even fundraising opportunities for your team, the Baysox offer plenty of options for your group at unbeatable rates with plenty of options on suites, seats, and decks around the ballpark. Your group can eat their fill and have an unforgettable time Find out more and schedule your group outing by calling 301-464-4880 or going to Baysox.com.
From bug bites to burns, fevers to flu, and bruises to broken bones, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Well, it's a drastically different eighth inning that the Bowie Baysox did not want to happen. As we move to the bottom of the frame here at Prince George's Stadium, Bowie suddenly finds themselves down 4-3, a game that they entered leading 3-2. They had a 3-1 lead in the sixth as well. Altoona makes a pitching change as Tanaj Thomas takes over. Jeffrey Passantino is done, and at this moment, he is in line for a win. Passantino fired 2 scoreless innings with a hit, a strikeout, and a walk. Right-hander Tanaj Thomas faces off against Cesar Prieto to start. First pitch in, and Prieto bounces it towards second base, deep in the hole where it's backhanded by Gonzalez. He fires low to first, but it's in time. 0-for-4 day for Cesar Prieto. Tanaj Thomas is a 6'4", 210-pound, 23-year-old right-hander from Freeport in the Bahamas. He was traded over from Cleveland back in 2018. On the season for Altoona, Thomas has made 33 appearances, gone 4-4 with a 2.93 ERA. First pitch to John Rhodes is flown out toward right field. Up the line, Aaron Shackelford sprinting to foul ground, and it's out of play. Touches down in front of the Baysox bullpen. 0-1 to start. This is Rhodes' second plate appearance after Adam Hall got hit by a pitch in the fourth inning and scored. And that was the last Bowie run. Rhodes flew out to left field his first time up in the sixth inning. Thomas has 46 innings under his belt this season. He struck out 48 batters and walked only 17. He has allowed 3 home runs, and in 4 opportunities, he has 2 saves, 2 blown saves. This is his second appearance of the season, and he was pretty much perfect a few days back. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and Rhodes watches a called strike. Slider on the lower outside corner, it's 0-2. Thomas came in midway through the 7th inning after Emmanuel Mejia had allowed a walk and a single to score a run. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. On the infield right side, Nunez shading from the sun, finds it in the sun, and makes the catch in fair territory. 2 away. Thomas came in with a runner at third, allowed a run to score on a sacrifice fly. But including that sacrifice fly, he retired all 6 batters that he faced, including 2 strikeouts. But we still won that game 11-8. But right now they trail 4-3. Here's Cody Roberts. First pitch, swing and a miss. Change up down and away. It's 0-1. The Baysox have not been the best team this season when it comes to offense late in game, as the 0-1 pitch misses well down and away. Count moves to a ball and a strike now. 7th, 8th, and 9th innings, the Baysox have a batting average and an average runs per inning well below their overall season averages. They do not do well against opposing bullpens. The 1-1 misses up and away, and the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. And again, the Baysox all season only have 2 wins in which they entered the last 2 innings, so the 8th or 9th innings, with a deficit. The 2-1 misses down, and it's 3 balls and a strike here on Roberts. Bowie has not been a good team at overcoming those deficits late. Tie games, yeah, it's up in the air. Bowie has a handful of walk-off wins. Most of them have been when the game has been tied for some time. The 3-1. Roberts watches a called strike. That one questionable. Fastball around the knees. You can see it go either way, but it runs the count full here with bases empty and 2 outs. And Roberts asks for a quick time. Bowie as a team only has a .233 batting average in the 8th inning compared to .250 overall. That .250 mark leads the Eastern League. The 3-2. Roberts swings and misses. Baysox go down in order in the 8th. Top of the 9th coming up. They trail 4-3. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Well, as the baseball season winds down, that means we've got to get ready for football. Friday, September 9th, it's the Baysox football kickoff night at Prince George's Stadium. Getting ready for the college season and the pro season, the Baysox will be giving away a special Adley Rutschman bobblehead. Remember, Adley played college football before he joined the Orioles. It's a free bobblehead for the first 750 fans ages 13 and up. So be sure to join the Baysox football kickoff night on Friday, September 9th. Get your tickets at baysox.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
Top of the 9th inning here at Prince George's Stadium as Bowie trails 4-3. First pitch from Connor Lopridge misses down and away to Lee over Peguero, 1-0 to start. Bowie needs a scoreless inning right now. They're going to need some magic in the bottom of the 9th as they came into the 8th inning with a 3-2 lead and couldn't hold it. The 1-0, Peguero watches a called strike. Slider was nice enough to hit the bottom edge of the zone, and it sets the count even at 1. Altoona is getting a right-hander throwing in their bullpen. J.C. Flowers will come in to try for the save. As the 1-1 pitch to Peguero is swung on and missed. Slider down and away again. It's 1-2. After Peguero, back-to-back lefties with Connor Scott and Matt Frazier set to bat. Peguero is 0 for 2. A strikeout, a walk. He got caught stealing second base. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. An inside slider from Connor Lopridge. Great pitch there for his second strikeout. 10th on the day for Bowie pitching. And now here's Connor Scott, also 0 for 3. Infield plays pretty wide, a little bit on the shift side, so a decent hole up the middle for the left-hander. Scott has struck out twice. He grounded out to second base back in the 3rd. First pitch in from Lopridge is fouled off. Hits back to the screen. It's 0-1. Well, I've got to be more mindful as the final 6 home games of the regular season approach after today. Following yesterday and the day before, the only 2 times all season we'd seen a foul ball come into the broadcast booth. Here's a bouncer to first, taken on one hard hop by Andrew Dashbach. He has to sprint to first, and he gets there. Beats out Connor Scott with an excellent unassisted putout. Second out of the frame, Lopridge was just a little bit delayed on the jump, and it was tough to beat Scott. He had a great jump out of the box as well. So now here's Matt Frazier. But yeah, I'm going to be more careful now. After seeing the last foul ball in the first inning yesterday bounce right in front of the booth and somehow just thread the needle to a small gap to the right side of my chair. First pitch to Connor Scott is called a strike in the lower outside corner. It's 0-1. And then the day before, one bounced in just about 3 feet to my left. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Grounded through the hole to the right side. Diving attempt by Connor Norby, but it was past him anyway, base hit. Frazier picks up his second hit of the day. It's already the 9th for Altoona. 6 of them have come within the last 6 outs. So now with a runner at first and 2 away, Andres Alvarez will bat. He popped out to first base in foul territory back in the 8th inning. But again, only 6 more home games after this one. Bowie hits the road tomorrow. They'll be spending their entire Monday off day traveling. First pitch to Alvarez, misses down, and it's 1-0 to start. Baysox will be on the road up through the turnpike into northwest Pennsylvania to face off against the Erie Seawolves. It's going to be a massively important 6-game series between the top 2 teams in the Southwest Division. 1-0 pitch is popped up. Skied out toward foul ground, left side. Welk running on it into the bullpen, but he's just out of room. He tried to reach up above the wooden retaining wall there, but it was on the grass in just behind, I believe, the actual relievers for Altoona. And it runs the count even at 1 on that foul ball. Welk saw it the whole way. That still just came up short. Not any fault of his own. 1-1 here on Alvarez as Bowie trails 4-3 in the top of the 9th inning. Runner at first, 2 away. Here's the next. Swing and a miss. Tried to stop it, but he couldn't. On a slider down and away, Alvarez was well through the zone. Probably about 3/4 of the way before he finally got the message to the rest of his body. But it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Let's see if Frazier takes off. Pitch home, he stays put, and it's swung on and missed for strike 3. Tried to check it again, but it was still too far. Alvarez could not stop against Loprich's sliders. Bottom of the 9th coming up. Bowie needs 1 to tie, 2 to win. We'll see if they can get it done. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Most people don't know what a steam fitter is. More importantly, what we do and how much it impacts you. Just take a moment to think about what your world would look like if you didn't have the ability to generate electricity, to have heating or air conditioning, microchip production, internet service, web-based storage, cellular service, and frozen or refrigerated produce. Could you imagine? And these are just some of the things that we impact. Please visit steamfitters-602.org and let's talk about how we can bring value to you.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
We're on to the bottom of the 9th inning here at Prince George's Stadium as the Bowie Baysox were only 6 outs away from picking up a win, but now they're 3 outs away from being served a loss. They trail 4-3 to the Altoona Curve. Toby Welk will lead off for Bowie. 8-9-1 in the lineup against the new pitcher, J.C. Flowers. First pitch, and Welk watches a called strike. Fastball in the lower outside corner, it's 0-1. Defensive changes for Altoona to make note of as Lolo Sanchez has entered the game, the 0-1. Misses high, it's 1-1. Lolo Sanchez replaces Aaron Shackelford. Shackelford was in right field, but Sanchez goes to left field. Matt Frazier goes to center field. Connor Scott goes to right field. So just a straight shift pretty much. As the next pitch to Welk misses outside, it's 2-1. J.C. Flowers still in as Tanaj Thomas is done after one perfect inning of relief in the 8th. He struck out a batter, the 2-1. Slider misses outside. It's 3 balls and a strike. J.C. Flowers is a 6'3", 185-pound, 24-year-old right-hander from Orange Park, Florida. He holds, fires the 3-1, and Welk slaps it foul to the right side, fills the count up. Flowers, a 4th-round draft selection in 2019 from Florida State. On the season for Altoona, 32 appearances, a 7-5 record, a 2.63 ERA. The 3-2, called strike 3. Change up in the upper outside corner. Welk watched it. Flowers starts with a strikeout. It's the 11th on the day for Altoona pitching, and Bowie's down to the last 2 outs. Here's Andrew Dashbach. Flowers has 68 and a third innings under his belt this year, 61 strikeouts, 23 walks. He's allowed 5 home runs and 4 save opportunities. He's converted 3 and blown 1. First pitch to Andrew Dashbach, misses down and away, and it's 1-0 to start. Dashbach had a game-tying solo home run in the 8th inning last night. In an even more dire situation, does he perhaps have it again? As the 1-0 pitch is called a strike. Fastball on the outside edge. It's 1-1. Infield and outfield both playing Dashbach deep right now as the 1-1 is outside. 2 balls and a strike. 9 pitches have been thrown by J.C. Flowers. Bowie has swung at exactly 1 of them. Here's the 2-1. Outside, 3-1. 10 pitches, only 1 swing. Flowers is making his second appearance of this series. As he fires the 3-1, Dashbach swings and misses on a fastball up and in. Dashbach still does not have a base hit on a full count this season. He's run at least 60 plate appearances full. He doesn't have a hit. He walks in about a third of them, strikes out in half of them. The 3-2. Popped foul, out of play to the right side, and the count stays full. As Bowie trails 4-3 here in the bottom of the 9th inning. They had a 3-2 lead in the 8th. They had a 3-1 lead in the 6th. Another payoff pitch, and Dashbach fouls it off to the right side. After him, it'll be Colton Cowser to bat. Cowser is in need of a breakout hit right now. Not too much wind left on what's been a nice sunny day here at the ballpark. As Flowers holds ready, Dashbach into the box, and another payoff is driven up the line foul. Gets out of play to the right side. Dashbach getting a handle on a down and in fastball. But still not able to keep it between the foul lines. We'll set for another payoff. This is the 8th pitch of the plate appearance. Here it comes. Swinging a piece. Hits off of the catcher's glove and skips away. Andy Rodriguez pounds the dirt, frustrated that he couldn't hold on. Because it extends the plate appearance for another pitch. Gives Dashbach a chance on that fastball outside. Flowers, though, has been feeding fastball. Let's see if he tries for a slider. Another 3-2. Swinging a bouncing ball to third, but foul. Just up the line, and it would have gotten past Alvarez. Or he might have let up once he heard the foul call, as it was skipping. But the count stays. We've extended into double digits on this plate appearance. There was a time at the start of the season, the first 2 months, and it still holds today, that Andrew Dashbach had the highest pitches per plate appearance on the team. And in the Eastern League. The 3-2, up and away for ball 4. Dashbach is one to drive a plate appearance full more than anyone. Draws nearly 5 pitches per plate appearance. And after 11 pitches, he makes it work here. Back to the top of the lineup for Colton Cowser, representing a potential winning run. The tying run is at first, with 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. Flowers comes set. The first pitch home. A flinch down and inside, and it's 1-0. I mentioned it in the last inning. Bowie does not have many games in which they trailed entering the last 2 innings of a game, so the 8th or 9th innings, and still won. The 1-0, Cowser holds up on a high fastball. They appeal on it, and it's confirmed. 2 balls and no strikes. Bowie only has 2 wins all season in which they were down in the 8th or 9th and still won the game. But on the inverse, games that they had a lead in the last 2 innings, 8th or 9th, and they've lost 11. The 2-0. Cowser drills it deep out to right center field. Frazier's running back. Colton Cowser says goodbye, Altoona. A walk-off 2-run home run. And the Baysox win it 5-4. A Gatorade shower at home plate, a wet jersey, and now a full ice bucket bath to go along with it. The bullpen's cleared, the dugout's cleared, and Cowser's finally done it. The first walk-off home run of the season for Bowie. And they secure the series with Altoona, 5-4 for their 6th walk-off win of the year. A stunning finish for the Baysox to close out Sunday strong. Well, Cowser's lost the jersey now, and he's still making sure he high-fives everyone that made their way out of the dugout. 108 miles an hour off of the bat and 434 feet away from home plate for Colton Cowser. An astonishing finish. One of his best home runs of the season, 10th overall here in Double-A. And the Baysox get it done and take 4 of 6 from the Altoona Curve. We've got a lot to discuss on what was a miraculous win for Bowie this evening. We're back after this. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to baysox.com.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
At Luminous Health, we want you to feel your best. This summer, take the time to catch up on your annual health screenings. Visit us at our Anne Arundel Medical Center, Doctors Community Medical Center, or one of our primary care offices in your neighborhood. At Luminous Health, you are the MVP. Learn more at luminoushealth.org.
It's now time for the Bowie Baysox post-game show. Let's head back to the ballpark with Matt Sabanas.
An astonishing finish this afternoon as we get rolling with Baysox postgame here from Prince George's Stadium. A 5-4 walk-off win for Bowie. Colton Cowser collecting the 6th walk-off win of the season for the Baysox and the first walk-off home run of the year. It was the first Baysox walk-off home run since Yusniel Diaz did it against New Hampshire in 2019.
Yeah,
It's
wow.
been some time.
It has been some time. That's something.
And Bowie was able to secure this 6-game series with Altoona at the last possible moment with a runner at first and 1 out. Cowser demolished one. But we've got a lot to talk about. Get you the full story of this game as we get rolling with Baysox postgame. Alongside Adam Pohl, I'm Matt Sabatas with you from the ballpark in Bowie. Let's recap. Go all the way back in time to the faraway land of 1:08 p.m. when first pitch came home from Chase McDermott to Jared Triolo. It was a strike, and eventually it was a perfect first inning for McDermott. 2 flyouts and a ground out. In the bottom of the first, Bowie got a leadoff walk, but Colton Cowser was caught stealing, and the Baysox only sent the minimum to the plate against Quinn Priester. A perfect second inning to follow from Chase McDermott gave Bowie the opportunity in the second to score. After Hudson Haskin opened with an automatic double to left center field, Cody Roberts picked up a big single, and Bowie was able to capitalize on some more defensive troubles from Altoona. Looks back Haskin once, and now the 1-0 pitch. Roberts rips it up the third base line. Diving grab by Jared Triolo. He tries to send the grounder to first, but it's late and it gets by. Haskin will come home to score. A single and an error to give Bowie the 1-0 advantage. So no RBI on that, of course, but Bowie was ahead, and that's what mattered. Top of the third was still perfect for McDermott. Retired the first 9 batters, his best start so far. And in the bottom of the third, Bowie gave him another. After Andrew Dashbach led off with a single, he moved to second on a wild pitch and stole third base. That's probably the most surprising thing of it all. He eventually came home after 2 strikeouts when Joey Ortiz picked up this double.
As now the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a ball driven towards the alley in right center. It's down. Dashbach scores. Ortiz for second to throw. A slide, and he's in there safely. It's a 2-out RBI double, and the Baysox have a 2-0 lead.
So 2-0 Bowie, things looking good, but in the top of the fourth, second trip through the order is where McDermott ran into a slight hiccup. Walked his first batter, the first batter of the fourth, Jared Triolo. Wild pitch pushed him to second base, and that was just enough space for Andy Rodriguez to drive him in.
They really swung around a pull. Ortiz is up the middle, the Bowie shortstop. Norby around to the right side as a breaking ball's line towards right center, and it's down a base hit. Turning third to score Triolo. Rodriguez for second. Haskins' throw is too high, and Rodriguez slides in safely. It's another extra base hit. An RBI double, and Altoona is within 1. It's a 2-1 ball game.
And spoiler alert, Andy Rodriguez is going to pop up a lot in these highlights today, as he has pretty much all series. In the bottom of the fourth inning, though, Bowie got that run back. After Adam Hall was hit by a pitch to open, he moved to second on a passed ball and then to third on a line out to right field. With only 1 out, that's plenty for Toby Welk to work with.
The 1-0 to Welk. Swinging a chopper. It's a base hit over the third baseman drawn in Triolo. Home, the score is Hall. The Baysox have a 3-1 lead.
So back to a 2-run advantage for the Baysox, but that 2-run advantage would quickly shrink back down to just 1 again. When Easton Lucas came in for Bowie, he did allow 3 consecutive base runners with 1 out in the 6th. An RBI single by Andy Rodriguez made it 3-2. But Lucas, boy, did he bounce back with a perfect 7th inning. Struck out the side. Didn't really have much of an issue dealing with anything there. But as Bowie worked from Quinn Priester to Omar Cruz and then eventually to Jeffrey Pasantino, the offense shut down after the Toby Welk single. Bowie only got 2 base runners through the 7th inning, a 2-out walk by Welk and a 1-out single by Connor Norby in the 7th. In the 8th, as Jensen Elliott took over for the Baysox, he had a little bit of trouble. A comebacker hit him on the chest near the armpit. They were really looking at that armpit of his throwing arm, so it was a little difficult for him when he gave up a leadoff single. Got a pop out, and a double by Nick Gonzalez put runners at second and third. That brought up one troublesome Andy Rodriguez. The 3-1. Line to left field, a base hit. Altoona ties the game. They may take the lead. Welk throws it home. The throw is in time, and they tag out the lead runner. The game is tied, though. An outstanding throw by Toby Welk nails Gonzalez on a 7-2 outfield assist. Welk's first outfield assist of the season, but Elliott has blown the save. It's 3-3. So an RBI single there, or an RBI, an RBI double for Nick Gonzalez, I should say, or for Rodriguez, that got Gonzalez thrown out at home. That necessitated a pitching change. Can I get the words out today, Adam? Who knows? We'll have to see. Blake Sable followed with a single against Connor Loprich, and that put runners at first and third. Malcolm Nunez was able to bring in a go-ahead run. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball popped up. Out towards shallow right center. Going to be tough. Norby's running out the right fielder, and it's down. 1 run scores. Altoona takes the lead. So a no man's land single as it just kind of split the triangle between second, center, and right. That would allow a run to score as everyone was, of course, moving with 2 outs. But Connor Loprich was able to strike out the last batter and end the inning with still just 1 run. So Bowie was fine there. but they went down in order in the bottom of the 8th. Tanaj Thomas picked up a strikeout for a perfect frame. In the top of the 9th, fortunately, 2 more strikeouts for Connor Loprich kept it at just a 1-run game. And in the bottom of the 9th, after Toby Welk struck out looking against J.C. Flowers, Andrew Dashbach, the early hero to set up the possibility of Bowie walking this game off, fell behind, well, didn't fall behind at first. He had it at a 1-1 count, ran it full, and then fouled off 5 consecutive full count pitches before drawing ball 4 on the 11th pitch of his plate appearance against J.C. Flowers. That set the table for Colton Cowser with a 2-0 count. Cowser gave Bowie some Sunday smiles. The 2-0. Cowser drills it deep out to right center field. Frazier's running back. Colton Cowser says goodbye, Altoona. A walk-off 2-run home run. And the Baysox win it 5-4. An astonishing finish for Colton Cowser's 10th AA home run. Your final box score, Altoona scores 4 runs on 9 hits with 1 error. They left on 6. Bowie scores 5 runs on 9 hits with no errors. They left on 7. Winning pitcher is Connor Loprich. He moves to 2-1 on the season as the losing pitcher, as well as a blown save charged to J.C. Flowers. He falls to 7-6. No save and a walk-off, of course, as the game was played in 2 hours and 40 minutes in front of a paid attendance of 3,447. With the loss, Altoona falls under 500 at 59-60. Their winning streak is over. It was only 1 game, so not that big a deal. As they're 30-33 on the road this year and 19-18 in games decided by 1 run. With the win, the Baysox return to 500 at 60-60 this season. Bowie's on a 1-game winning streak as they're 35-28 at home and 18-25 in games decided by 1 run. Altoona with the loss falls to 26-24 in the second half. Bowie is 33-18 in the second half. And Adam, every game, every series is important.
Sure.
But in terms of the way that this homestand had gone, the way that the standings are looking, and what Bowie has in their immediate future with a road trip coming up against Erie, that was perhaps one of the biggest wins for the Baysox this season.
Oh, unquestionably. I mean, Bowie almost had that last night. It looked like Haskin had hit a walk-off home run, right? And Connor Scott went over the wall, brought it back, and Altoona ends up winning in extra innings. So for the Baysox here, they are about to go. They're in a tie with Erie for first with 18 games left, and they're about to play 6 games in Erie. I mean, this is what it's all about. And to be able to get this win and not have 2 dramatic losses in a row, instead have a thrilling win that leads you into that biggest series of the year and also puts Altoona way in the rearview mirror is just it's of extreme importance. And if the Baysox end up winning the division and going to the postseason this year, there's no doubt we'll think back to this day.
Well, the Baysox pretty much demolished the season series with the Curve, too, so they probably wouldn't have been too concerned about playing them a little bit more, because out of the 18 games, Bowie won 12 of them. That's still a pretty good ratio. But we've got a little bit more to discuss here on Baysox Postgame. When we return, we'll cruise around the rest of the Eastern League and see how this win will help Bowie in the standings. Of course, they will stay in first place, at the very least a tie. We'll get you the full rundown and final scores in just a little bit. Bowie collects a walk-off win, 5-4 over Altoona. You're listening to Baysox Postgame.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the D.C. area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
We're back one final time here to Prince George's Stadium following a flat-out fun walk-off win for the Bowie Baysox this afternoon. A 5-4 winner, Colton Kauser, with a walk-off two-run home run for the Baysox. As we get a quick look around the rest of the Eastern League, it looks to be everyone else has actually closed up shop. No, there's still one game left in action. And, of course, Reading, the most favorite thing among every other Eastern League team, the 5:15 start on a Sunday. Fortunately, it's just Binghamton that they're hosting, so not a long trip back in. But I do remember last week they were hosting New Hampshire for a 5:15 Sunday. That's just not very nice. Akron and Richmond are in a tight one right now in the bottom of the 7th inning. Akron had a 2-0 deficit, as a matter of fact, after just 3 innings, but 2 in the 4th and a go-ahead run in the 6th. Has them ahead 3-2 just after the stretch over at Canal Park. Somerset had an 8-run 4th inning over New Hampshire, and that was all of their scoring. They won 8-1. I feel like that's plenty for them to coast on. Portland, what did they do? Finished up a great series over Hartford. How much did Portland win on that week? They took at least 3, if not 4. I believe they might have, I'm not sure. I think they might have taken 5.
They had a doubleheader yesterday that they split.
They split that. I recall that. But Portland's been on a hot streak because they shut out Hartford twice earlier this week, and that's a pretty important series in the Northeast Division. They picked up a 4-1 win today, and Portland is going to stay atop the Northeast Division. Of course, they just need to stay ahead of Somerset to make sure that Hartford doesn't get in on whatever the rules are when it comes to the first half winner winning the second half, too. It does get a little funky in that. We don't need to go into it. But the score we, of course, care about in terms of scoreboard watching is Erie, and for the second consecutive game, the Seawolves overcame a deficit in the 8th inning. They trailed 3-2 in Harrisburg and put on 2 runs in the 8th to take the lead, had an insurance run in the 9th for good measure, and won 5-3. So Erie takes 4 of 6 from the Senators, of course a team that Bowie swept while they were on the road at F&B Field. Transitive property doesn't necessarily work when you're talking about baseball and baseball teams, but hey, I'm going to use it because I'm a math nerd. But Erie picks up the win, so Bowie stays in a tie for first place with the Seawolves heading into what's going to be the most pivotal series of the season between the two teams tied for first at UPMC Park next week. Adam, how is the Orioles organization looking?
You know, actually not much going on right now in totality. Aberdeen lost a day game 8-1 in Wilmington today. 2 games later today, Loa Delmarva will play at 5:05, hosting Lynchburg, and Norfolk will be on the road 6:35 start in Jacksonville. The big news, of course, is for the Orioles, who are trying to sweep the Houston Astros right now. Justin Verlander left after 3 innings with, I think they said it was
some discomfort.
in his
I think
calf.
a calf, yeah.
Yeah, and so he is out, but the Orioles in Houston are scoreless. Austin Voth has thrown 5 and 2/3 innings of one-hit baseball. The Orioles' starting pitching in Houston has been dominant, and they're scoreless in the bottom of the 6th inning right now.
Of course, the score we care about most in this production is that of Bowie's, and it was perhaps one of the funnest finishes of the season. The Baysox' 6th walk-off win of the year, and their first walk-off home run. Colton Kauser, who else, getting it done with a 2-run blast in the bottom of the 9th to give Bowie the 5-4 win. This is the last time that Bowie and Altoona face off this season, as Bowie wins the season series 12-6. Bowie will hit the road for 6 games on Tuesday when they open up a set with the Erie Seawolves at UPMC Park. Brennan Hanafy will get the start for the Baysox, a 2-1 record, a 4.68 ERA, while Sawyer Gibson Long will start for Erie. Bowie has not seen him yet this year.
That's a name.
That's a lot of letters. It says Long, so you know that it's Long. 2-1 record, a 3.54 ERA. For Gibson Long. 6:05 first pitch from UPMC Park on Tuesday, which means a DCA Imaging Systems pregame show of 5:45. That's going to do it for us this afternoon from Prince George's Stadium. A miraculous walk-off win for Bowie to take the series from Altoona. 5-4 on a beautiful Sunday. Thank you so much for stopping by. For Adam Pohl, I'm Matt Sabata saying have a great rest of your weekend, folks. We'll talk to you on Tuesday.
Thanks for listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. We hope you enjoyed today's game, and join us next time for another exciting broadcast coming up soon. This has been a presentation of the Bowie Baysox.